Hi, my loves. It's Destin Choice, and you. Wait, I'm sorry. Did I catch it on time? Hi, my loves. It's Destin Choice, and you're watching Choice TV. So yeah, I'm on live right now, and I wanted to get on here and talk about a lot of very interesting subjects, especially because I saw this recent video of DDG basically going in about the fact that he's kind of like done with the whole music industry because he feels like the music industry is weird, dumb, it's wild. Because as we all know, DDG recently only sold 4,000 copies of his recent project. So to be this big rapper that has over 5 million followers on Instagram, that has roughly over 5 million followers on YouTube, and you only sold 4,000 copies, that is fucking horrific. But I wanted to get on here and talk about the fact that a lot of people think influencers are super duper rich and super, 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 super fucking well off, but people have a very skewed perception, however the fuck you say that shit. A lot of y'all have a very fucked up perception of what influencers actually make, but what y'all don't realize is if influencers really made as much as you think they did, would they really be scamming like the Mary Jane Byam girl? Would they really be going out of the way to fucking finesse y'all and say all these dumbass courses where they can claim that you guys can make six figures a year, in a matter of 30 days? They say that you can make six figures a year in 30 days just from, you know, joining their course and joining their class. When in reality, you're only joining their courses and classes, and that's how they're making money. They make the most money by teaching you shit. You know what I mean? Like you have influencers teaching you how you can make a fucking $1 million or six figures off of OnlyFans, when in reality, they can never show you proof they made all that money on OnlyFans and all these big platforms. They just give you this idea and sell you a dream that you can do it too, but you can only do it if you buy their course for like $25 a month. So let's get deeper into it. But first things first, let me just say hello. Thanks for everyone that's joined this live. I'm going to be talking a lot of shit. I'm going to be talking about who's probably selling poom poom on the side and so much more. And first, let me just start off by saying thank you everyone for watching this live late at night. And yes, I know I'm late as fuck, but I don't give a fuck. Please get used to it. I'm going to be late every fucking time before I go live. And I'm happy that everybody's at least here watching me. So let me read a few of these comments real quick. Let me see. Someone said you never take your foot off of Mary Byam's neck, and I love that. Yeah, I never do. She's the scam traveler girl that I've been talking about for many years, and I might make another video about her. But I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think. So Mary Jane Byam is that girl who I exposed, who I found and tracked down in Europe and everything, who's literally been scamming people, asking people like, "Hey, if you want, join my team or come across the world with me, just send me $2,000," and then she would take people's money and then just block them and act like she never took their money. So she's actually in Brazil right now. Fun fact. So I'm in Brazil and she's also in Brazil. And people were hitting me up and asking me, "Oh my God, Choice, are you going to be tracking that bitch down and like trying to do another video on her?" Hell, I should do another video on her. I mean, we're currently in the same fucking country. I mean, why don't I try to fucking find her ass and pull up on her? But I'll probably not even do that, to be honest with y'all, because when I did do my first video tracking down that evil, conniving scammer motherfucker, a lot of y'all appreciated the video, but then there was a lot of mixed opinions and controversy around that. I feel like a lot of y'all wouldn't want me to go out of my way to go track that girl down again. I think some of y'all would prefer it if I just did commentary. I don't think a lot of y'all would want me to track that girl down. I feel like a lot of the mixed opinions I got, people saying, "Oh my God, this is crazy. What you tracking this girl down for?" Da da da. It's too much controversy. I could track her down, but it's like at this point, I don't want to come across as like weird and fucking obsessive unless you want me to, and unless you're actually gonna watch. Yeah, sure. But I'd rather just make my commentary unless you want me to fucking find her. But other than that, I haven't seen any recent stuff involving her scamming people other than her hair oils. So her hair oils are her new scam, where she's basically telling people she grew thick and beautiful hair by using them fucking raggedy ass rancid oils that she's promising people that she's going to ship. And then, of course, there's been rumors of her not shipping it. And this isn't fucking new. Like, she's been telling people that she has products and she's going to sell it to you, and then she doesn't ship it. Same thing with rice water, which to me, to this day, I still think it's dumb as fuck that people were stupid enough to buy rice water from a fucking influencer. What the hell some of y'all doing buying rice water? So basically, there's been like even ongoing shit that I've even talked about in videos of her telling people that, if you buy my rice water, I'll ship it to you, and all you got to do is pay $58. People would pay $58 for fucking rice water, right? Which is weird as fuck to me, right? Like, I don't understand why anybody would be stupid enough to buy rice water, right? Like, as if you can't go to the fucking store and get some rice on your own and make it yourself. You have to fucking go to a bitch who's on YouTube selling it for $58 and selling you a dream that you'll get thick, flowy, shiny hair. Yeah, some of y'all are fucking idiots and deserve to be scammed. Like, I don't even sometimes blame Mary Jane Byron for finessing people, but yeah, one of these days somebody gonna catch her slipping. I'll be honest with you. So yeah, no, I won't take my foot off her neck. I might do another video though. Somebody said, "What's that on your shoulders? Are you just?" Some of y'all just be talking shit. Ain't shit on my shoulders. Oh, thank you. Talk about Cardi and her insensitivity regarding Snap. I already did that. Go watch my last live stream. That got fucking restricted. So I'm going live again because my last live stream actually got restricted. So this person just told me talk about Cardi B's thoughts about the Snap. I've already talked about her perception about Snap benefits, and I find it funny how Cardi B is so quick to call people who hate on her broke and living in cheap ass apartments, and then feels the need to talk about how Snap benefits are going away. Like, I don't know if she's forcing relatability because she's becoming more and more unrelatable, or what. But I don't know. That just annoys me a little bit. Like, I don't want to hear a big mainstream celebrity who makes $1 million, if not $20 million a year's opinion about food stamps. Bitch, you couldn't even approve for food stamps. Help people associate with you probably could even get food stamps by association. I don't want to hear Cardi B's opinions about food stamps because you just can't connect to the experience. I mean, granted, she was poor back then, but like now you're super fucking rich. You cannot connect to the experience. But yeah, I already talked about that in my last live, and I'm doing this live again, and I'm gonna be going in and doing a long, good live because YouTube literally hit me up right after I fucking cut off my last live, and they said, "Sorry, we're gonna be restricting your live stream because we feel as though that it's not appropriate for viewers." And that's problematic for me because someone like me, who's a content creator, who eats off of this and has to monetize this, it can get frustrating because when my live streams get age restricted, I'll sometimes go on my Instagram and I'll vent and I'll rant and I'll be like, yo, YouTube literally just fucking age restricted my live. And some of y'all would be like, well, to be honest, Trace, your videos aren't really for children. You're not understanding, you're not getting the point. When a YouTube content creator, let me put you on game, gets their video age restricted or their fucking content restricted, where it says you must be 18 plus to watch this video, that usually means that it gets way less views, which means it won't get pushed through the algorithm, which means less people will get it recommended, which means it'll only get put on certain sections of people's recommendations, which means some people won't even see my video, some of my followers won't even get to see it in recommendation. On top of that, if somebody's not logged into a YouTube channel, they're not going to get my video recommended, and that sucks because a video that could have did super super well got reached a lot of people, or could have did well for me, now is age restricted because YouTube felt like it was inappropriate. And what sucks is sometimes you'll ask YouTube like, "Hey, why was this restricted? What's going on?" And they'll be like, "We'll get back to you when we can." And sometimes they never can get back to you or give you a justified explanation as to why they restricted your video. So yeah, that kind of sucks sometimes. So it's not about the fact that I can give two fucks, men, fuck them kids. Like, no offense, but fuck them kids. I can give two fucks about kids watching my content. I more so just care that my video is not going to get pushed, and that sucks. But that's why you got to go harder and post more content, and that's why y'all got to listen to my podcast and stream my podcast, where I talk about a lot more shit that I could never post on here. Which I haven't been consistent with my podcast as I would like to be, but I will be more consistent. But anyways, let me read some more of these. Oh my god, that's very kind of you. Thank you for the super chat. I'm sorry, I didn't even see your super chat. I'm sorry, I'm just not seeing your super chat. Let me show you love real quick. I appreciate you. Trish, you have some dust or powder on your shirt. What are you talking? Oh yeah, yeah. That's actually farofa, which is basically grounded up cassava, which is a Brazilian dish. I, yeah, sorry about that. That's what you meant. Okay. Someone said now you'll run into a Mary Jane Byarm. Maybe. Bonjour, bonjour, bonsoir, ça va, très bien? Someone said, track her down. We bored. I need entertainment. Track her. Should I track down Mary Jane Byarm and try to find her? I mean, she's not that far from me. She's really not that far from me. If you guys want, maybe I could, maybe track her down and be like, Mary Jane Byarm, where the fucking hair oils at? Where the fuck them hair oils at? Give back to people their fucking money. Yeah, I'm good now. I'm good now. I just had cassava, grounded up cassava on my shoulder. Let's see. Thank you. I appreciate. Thank you everybody showing love. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat, Mike Wilson. I'm gonna go in. I'm just waiting for more people to come in, and as more people come in, I'm gonna go in about this topic. So thank you for the super chat. Just gonna read some of these real quick. Someone said, "Choice. Now Mary Jane is lying on the good people of Brazil, pretending there's a war." Wait, what? So the scam traveler Mary Jane Barham is now pretending there's a war in Brazil to beg for more donations. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, the Brazilians cooking her in the comment section. No fucking way. Okay, so if y'all didn't know, currently there's been a lot of adversities going on in Brazil. So as you guys know, Brazil is not the safest country to go. I'm not gonna lie, I'll be honest with y'all. Let me be upfront. So I'm gonna come back to this comment. So I have been to 16 countries, right? Many countries. I've been to multiple continents. I've seen a lot of countries. I'm well traveled. But what's interesting is Brazil is my favorite place ever. Brazil and Morocco, but Brazil's my favorite place ever because liquor is very cheap here. People are nice and the people are fucking smoking hot and beautiful and really, really kind and chill. But I'll be real, Brazil is the most dangerous place I've ever been to in my fucking life. And I've been to multiple cities and states. Brazil's not that safe. Everybody's always looking over their shoulder. When you walk around Brazil, it's very common for someone to like be on a motorcycle or on a bike, snatch your phone, and then that's it. It's gone. And the police don't do anything or don't care. On top of that, it's very common for people to walk around Brazil and have their phone like in their pants. That's like what you do. Like even me, like sometimes when I walk around Brazil, I'll literally put my phone like right here underneath my armpit if I don't want to put it in my pants, so it's real tight and hidden, or I'll literally put my phone in my pants, just like this. So it'll be in my pants and it protects it from like thieves and criminals. And you have to do that sometimes because it's illegal for them to like touch you and fondle you on some funny shit and touch you actually. So putting your phone in your pants is like usually a smart move that most people do. So in Brazil, there's a lot of petty theft. On top of that, it's very common for someone to try to scam you. So this is my advice for anyone watching that ever decides to go to Brazil. Please go to Brazil. Brazil is lit. It's a beautiful place, right? But watch out for scammers. It's very common for you to literally be chilling on the beach and someone be like, "Hey, you want a cocktail?" Because in Brazil they make cocktails everywhere, like on the beach, at the park. You could be outside of a grocery store. You can get a nice cocktail. Fun, right? And sometimes those cocktails are like $1 to $3, usually no more than $5. They're usually really affordable, especially for us who are from Western countries, right? So sometimes you'll literally be paying things, and Brazil is mostly cashless. So sometimes you'll go places, and sometimes you'll be told, "Oh, credit or debit." You say credit or debit or whatever, and then once you're ready to like pay, like using Apple Pay or Tap to Pay or your card, and you tap, sometimes they have to manually insert the amount you paid. So sometimes when you buy things, there's no barcode. When you buy things on the street and you're not buying in an actual store, they have to manually type in whatever you're going to pay, like it's a calculator. And then a lot of times people just casually and impulsively just boom, tap to pay, right? And then they literally wake up one day and they see that they're literally down $300, $150, $200, and all they bought was like one cocktail and a bag of trail mix. So that's a common thing in Brazil where people will literally try to finesse you and like fuck you over. Like you want to buy some chewing gum, you want to buy some Mentos, you want to buy some Snickers on the street. Oh yeah, it's okay. Just about just about like what 10 Brazilian reais, which is about like what 85 cents. You think you're paying 85 cents, but they really just put 1,000 Brazilian reais, which is a lot of fucking money. So people try to play you petty thefts, scammers, hustlers, and they think because you're a foreigner that you got it. So in Brazil, I always say, desculpa un momento. Like I want to see, like I make them turn that card reader around so I can see what they just typed in. So instead of just tapping my phone or tapping my card, I'm like, turn that around. I don't give a fuck if I'm a YouTuber, if I'm a foreigner. Some people would be like, they're struggling. It's an Easternized country. I don't give a fuck if you were on your last fucking penny, bitch. Like, I'm not letting anybody try to scam me and overcharge me. If I was told that I'm gonna pay $2 for a cocktail, I'm not paying $20 for it. So yes, when you're in Brazil or any Easternized country, you need to tell them straight up before you pay on a reader. I don't care even if it's in a grocery store. You need to tell them, oh, let me see. So that way you have an idea of what you're paying. Like, or even grab that shit out their hand. Because sometimes I do that. I'd be like, let me, like, I want to see what the fuck you just typed in. because sometimes they will fuck you over, and then when you try to report them, there's nothing you can do. They'll just be like, oh well, you paid for it, or they'll just like play it cool, because when you're in an easternized country, you can't really just run to somebody and snitch and tell somebody. The person who typed it in and like is able to get that fucking money that you literally paid is just able to just walk away with your shit, and there's nothing you can do. But anyways, back to Mary Jane Byron. So people are saying the Brazilians are cooking her in the comments. So right now in Brazil, they're really trying to knuckle down on a lot of the trafficking. So a common thing in Brazil is trafficking. So a lot of stuff like that, and a lot of and a lot of substances. So in Brazil right now, they pretty much shut down a good chunk of areas. There's cops with like there's cops with some gats. So there's a lot of cops walking around with straps, patrolling areas, patrolling blocks. Sometimes in Brazil, mostly Rio to be exact, not Brazil, but Rio de Janeiro, which is like the biggest, most visited city in Brazil. Sometimes a lot of them will like walk around with straps, and they're like always analyzing like who's in the car, looking around, analyzing, because they're always looking for like kingpins. They're always being told like look for someone that fits this description, looks like this, look for people that have these type of tattoos and so much more. And they're really looking down on Rio because there's a lot of upcoming events, soccer events, sports events, and much more that are coming to Rio. Like a lot of investors want to come to Rio, but they don't really want to come to Rio unless a lot of the politicians and the police clean up these cities and get rid of these dope lords. So they've been really knuckling down, and they've been going in these favelas, which the favelas are considered the projects. So for those of you from America, if you know about the projects or the slums, that's what they call the slums in Brazil, the favelas. The favelas are like the mountains. So in America, all the hoods are like underneath like the freeways, or like near the freeways, or like near the abandoned towns with all the bad pollution. In Brazil, all the favelas, all the hoods are usually in the mountains in most areas, especially like near the beach. A lot of them are like near the mountains, and it's always been like that. That's where a lot of the descendants of the slaves live. That's where a lot of like people who are poor or on governmental assistance live, in the mountains. So they've been really knuckling down, and sometimes because there's no police there, and sometimes because a lot of the gang members police their own hoods, the people who are dope lords and trafficking weapons and shit, they're able to hide in the favelas because even the police don't want to go anywhere near that shit. So the police are knuckling down. They're like gunning people down, telling people straight up, like, we want to know where this person is. We're not tolerating it. We want this gone. We want that gone. And they're not playing. So right now, Rio is crazy right now. So the fact that Mary Jane Byarm is asking for donations because she's in Rio right now, and right now it's like global news that Rio is on lock right now because of all the dope lords, and they're trying to like knuckle down on traffickers and knuckle down on those people who are smuggling substances all across the city and the country. The fact that she's using that as an opportunity to get some donations sounds just like her. She's a scammer. She's a conniving thief. And again, some of y'all straight up will think that a lot of us influencers are making so much money and are balling. No, money is not what it used to be on YouTube anymore. Like, I hate to say it like that because I don't want to be like, oh yeah, I'm poor, give me more super chats. Like, that sounds lame to say. But a lot of us content creators, we make money based off of the ads that you see in our YouTube videos, right? So every time you see an ad on a YouTuber's video, they just got paid for that. So sometimes those ads don't really pay as much. A lot of times ads pay more during like November, December, and January. That's when ads are paying. That's when we get bonuses, mostly because that's when it's holiday season. And a lot of people are trying to push out their ads because they want to get people to do some online shopping, or they want to get people in these stores, buying stuff and so much more. So ads pay the most during holiday season. So like Halloween, November era, December, January, New Year's, Valentine's Day. That's when ads are like really, really popping. Like whenever there's like a holiday that's like globally celebrated. So yeah, Mary Jane Byron scamming. A lot of influencers are scamming. It's just she's just more broadcasted. A lot of other content creators are more broadcasted, and some you would never even know they're scamming. Hell, some of these guys that you see on Instagram that are going on these trips to Jamaica and Mexico, traveling the world on these private jets, flexing and showing off their jewelry. Some of them got tricks. Some of them got tricks that they're fucking in the fucking a-hole. And these tricks, these old ass men from like fucking Dubai, or these old ass men from like Europe, or these old ass crusty men who are like pot belly, ugly as fuck, rusty as hell looking. They're paying these little Instagram boys that are in their 20s who are really smoking hot to like be their boyfriend and make them feel good and make them look good. And sometimes these Instagram boys are also doing the bending or getting bent over so that way they could make a profit because some of them got these expensive ass things going on. A lot of your favorite Instagram models, rather be male or female, are all of a sudden making OnlyFans because now it's not just a lot of y'all who are struggling or living check to check or having to grind really, really hard to get by. It's your favorite content creators that seem like they're doing okay, have mad followers, and then boom, they're not because life is tough and hard. It's just things aren't what they used to be. Expenses come up, and then when you see people constantly traveling the world, and when you see favorite people that you follow traveling the world, some people get self-conscious, or some people think like, "Damn, like I need more money. I need to save. I want to do this. I want to go to this country, that country." People are overwhelmed with working and they want more money. So even if it means they got to scam, hustle, do something strange for some change, sell some poom poom and all that stuff, they got to do what they have to do because time is tough. But I don't fucking condone scamming at all. You can do what you want. Mary Jane Byron could easily sell her poom poom. If she's gonna be low down and dirty and steal people's money or like guilt trip people into giving her fucking donations and lie to get donations, the least she could do is sell her poom poom. People would at least respect her if she was a high end escort. I mean, she's a pretty girl with curves. Like the least you could do is do some shit like that instead of just fucking people over and taking their fucking money and then just blocking them or trying to elicit and fucking gain and obtain sympathy to get some fucking donations. Like I'd have more respect for her if she sold her poom poom because I don't think anything wrong with selling your poom poom. But that's just me. Is the kissing culture in Brazil real? Yeah, it is. Don't ask me how I know, but yeah, it is. You're gonna get kissed if you go to Brazil. So don't make eye contact with someone for too long, especially if it's a setting where there's like mad music and people dancing. Yeah, if it's like a lit setting where everyone's like outside having fun, don't make eye contact with someone too long. Track her down, just let her see your face, but don't say anything to her. That will affect her more than you will ever know. That's funny. Maybe I should do. Maybe I should just pop up on her and be like, "Hi." Brazil's okay. It wasn't my favorite place to go, but I didn't feel super unsafe. You probably went in a fantastic area. Brazil feels safe if you stay in good areas near the beach. You'll be fine. Anywhere near the beach has cameras and police everywhere. So if you do go to Brazil, please stay near the beach. Like if you're near the beach, you'll have no problems at all. If you're staying like in the city center or like in downtown or like in the burbs or like in the uptown or like the areas around downtown, then yeah, it may be kind of sketchy. But other than that, Brazil is mostly okay. It's just petty theft. It's not like anyone's gonna kill you or murder you or kidnap you, but it's a lot of petty theft. A lot of people trying to steal you, finesse you, hell, even shopkeepers, people who sell you fruit, people who sell you trail mix, fine shit who wants to ask you for your number and tell you how pretty you are. Everybody want to scam you and finesse you. If they can't make money off of you, they're gonna try to find a way to scam you and finesse you. Anyways, let me get right to the point. I'm happy you did. Niche said, "Oh my god, I finally caught you live." I'm happy you did catch my live. Let me see. Somebody said, "Is that the way they walk around with razor blades in their mouths?" You're talking about that viral video of that guy with the little snake tongue that be having razor blades. Yeah, I mean, some people do that shit, but that's not really a common people do in Brazil. Like that's just something that some people just do online. But yeah, that is a common thing because sometimes you got to be real, real careful out here. So some people just always have a weapon. Excuse me. Thank you. Happy you love my latest content. I appreciate you. Go to Guyana and try the food. I would love to go to Guyana and try the food. Maybe I could take a bus from Brazil to Guyana, but I don't know. Like, is Guyana really worth it? Has anyone here listening to this ever been to Guyana? I mean, some of y'all are from there probably, but like, is it worth going as a solo traveler? Like, is there even anything to do in the capital, which is Georgetown? Is there shit to do there? I love stuffing things in my bra. Someone had their phone attached to their bracelet to avoid theft. I put my phone right in my pants. I don't play. Yes, I'm live again, of course. Oh yeah, someone said if I go to Brazil, I'll buy a 2000s Nokia phone. Yeah, I have two phones. So somebody actually stole my phone when I was in Brazil like 6 months ago. Somebody stole my phone. So now I have my normal phone, which is my iPhone, and I have another phone in my luggage. So if anything ever happens, somebody steals my phone, I got a second phone waiting for me, ready to go with all my logins, logged into my banks, everything. Cash App, PayPal, all that stuff ready. So yeah, in Brazil, you got to be careful because somebody's always trying to fucking steal and finesse your shit. This is what it is. Someone said the US is one of the safest countries compared to a lot. It is. People underestimate how safe America is compared to a lot of countries. But I'll be real, America's not that safe depending on the city you go to, but it's definitely safer than most places. I recommend going to Salvador in Brazil. It's the blackest place in Brazil, and I walked around at night and felt safe. Also, excuse me, where Michael Jackson filmed his music video. I'm actually in Salvador now. I was in another city, but I literally just got to Salvador literally less than 24 hours ago. Someone said, I'll buy everything in cash there. That's the smart thing to do. Choice, you're kind of a millennial. Why using your phone to pay? It's just convenient. I don't like carrying cash because I've had my wallet stolen before. So sometimes I just be nervous having to carry cash. I don't like carrying cash, especially in a foreign country, unless I absolutely have to. So I just don't like carrying cash. I like convenience. You know what I mean? Like I just prefer to just boom. But to save time and energy, maybe cash would be better. Cash would be better. I just prefer like the convenience. Mary Jane Byron made a video saying that her phone was stolen at the beach. I wouldn't believe Mary Jane Byron if she said I was black. I wouldn't believe Mary Jane Byron if she said that the sky was blue. I would have to go out and go look for myself. I don't believe shit Mary Jane Byron says. I'll just be honest with you. Someone said Brazil sounds like a perfect place for Mary Byron to thrive. Yeah, because of all the scams and the thieves. No, it's the perfect place to humble her ass. She'll find people that she can't fucking cross over or finesse so easily. Yeah, Brazil, they don't speak English, only Portuguese. And Spanish, more people speak English than Spanish here. Nope, never witnessed a shooting in Brazil. Let's see. I'm checking the price. I don't care. Someone said, talk about American things. I talked about American stuff in my last live stream. If you want to hear my thoughts about like the SNAP benefits, eat the rich, crazy things going on, celebrities having a fucking opinion about shit just for it to benefit them, go watch my last live stream because I talked about a lot of American stuff. If you think I talk about things involving other countries, you have not been keeping tabs on me enough. I've talked about a lot of stuff. So let's see. Choice doesn't care. Checking that price 100%. Hey, Troy, I've been a fan since 2020, watching a show. Food for thought. Thanks for letting us know about Brazil. Yes, please go, but of course, be careful. Yeah, South American police stay strapped. Oh my God. It's hot as hell in here. That's why I'm itching. My head is itching. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna go in more and I'm gonna talk more. I'm just trying to catch up with some of these comments. Oh my God. Thank you so much for the 10 Canadian dollars. I appreciate you, Frida. You're very kind. I appreciate you. You're the creator tolerate the ass from. Thank you. Let me see. Somebody said, let's see. Boom. Let me see. Yeah, a lot of influencers dudes are gay for pay. You'd be surprised. A lot of the influence dudes that are traveling and going to Jamaica and Bahamas and all these places, and there's no obvious thing that shows what they do for work in their bio. Even Instagram girls, they're probably hookers and escorts and much more. And hey, that's their business. But sometimes they try to promote a lifestyle like they're hustlers and entrepreneurs. And yeah, you are, but you sell your asshole as a man and you try to project this image that you're a boss doing boss shit. But if that trick cuts you off, you probably wouldn't be as well off as you are. So yeah, don't be so envious of a lot of these content creators. Some of them are hoes, and that's okay. But just don't mislead the masses. Be a proud damn hoe. Be the best damn hoe you can be. Just don't mislead people. Yeah, I agree. Love K says, got rid of my sugar daddy because sex was not part of the agreement and he wanted to take it there. I'm still on that though. I'm still on that will though. You're still on your sugar daddy's will. Well, first of all, congrats to you. But I have to be honest with you. If you're gonna hook up with somebody and like be intimate with somebody, eventually you're gonna have to give up the cutty. Okay, you're gonna have to give up some poom poom. It just is what it is. Like if you're with somebody and they're spending money on you and they're treating you well, you're gonna have to give some poom poom. And if you're not trying to give no poom poom, you're gonna move on to the next person that's gonna actually give him some poom poom. And what you won't do, the next person will. Thank you. Hey, I appreciate that. Someone said STD rates are high in Brazil. Yes, they are. Hi, my love. Yeah, Brazil is beautiful. I recommend it for sure. Let me try to catch up with some of these. No, I'm not dating at all. I just don't date. I don't really like dating. I don't like it. I just don't. Because how does it benefit me? And I don't want nobody in my fucking house. It's 11 p.m. at night for me in Brazil. Same, I agree. Let's see. What are your in-state must-travel places? Atlanta, Georgia, for sure. Houston, Texas is great, but you got to go with an itinerary. But I love Houston, Texas. Must-travel states. I really, really always enjoy Atlanta. Like Atlanta is fantastic. I love Houston, and I really adore. Let me see. I really like New York. I know that's typical and obvious, and then Chicago is like the best place ever. And if you have like more of an extensive budget and you're an explorer, go to the Bay Area. Most people don't ever talk about how lit the Bay Area is to vacation. They always talk about San Francisco, but go to the Bay Area. Actually explore like the Bay Area, North California. I love the Bay Area, but Chicago, Houston, New York, and Atlanta are just the best. Yes, Brazil and New Year's Eve is lit. Let me see. Never have caught a live before. I'm sorry. Let me just keep reading some of these comments and then we're gonna get right back on topic. I'm trying to catch up with some of these. And again, thank you for everyone that just came in and is just watching and showing me mad love. But anyways, let me see. Yeah, people be stealing everything. Someone said, "Damn, people be stealing everything from you." Yeah, people be stealing from me because sometimes I just be chilling and I be laid back. But then sometimes when you travel the world, it just happens. It doesn't really happen to me in America. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Some little fucking stupid little punk bitch kid ended up stealing my fucking phone when I was in the Bay Area one time. I still love the Bay, but yeah, they robbed my ass when I was in the Bay. Like I was just casually chilling, having a great ass fucking time, and someone like fake bumped into me, got real close, and they basically stuck their hand in my jacket pocket and they stole my phone. And that's my fault to keep my phone in my jacket pocket. But for crying out loud, I was in fucking San Francisco. Like I didn't even know San Francisco was dangerous like that. And then I realized, yeah, the Bay Area is not safe. Like there's a lot of crimes. You walk around the Bay Area sometimes, it's just nothing but shattered windows back to back. The Bay is not a safe place. It's still the best place on earth, right? I love the Bay Area. It's the best place in America. It's my favorite place to visit in the US. But it's not safe. In Oakland and in San Francisco, they will rob your ass. So keep your shit close. Let me see. Thanks for the super chat. Let me see. How do you say your name? Gary Garina? Garen Alvarez. Oh my God, I love that name, Garen. Thank you. Trish, no offense. Are you LGBT? Yes. When you travel, how do you bypass the language barrier with the locals? I bypass the language barrier with the locals by using ChatGPT to communicate, or I'll use Google Translate. So when you download things like Google Translate, you can download the actual app and then also download the languages to your phone. So if you lose service or anything or signal, you can still have the language data downloaded to your phone so you can still communicate with people. So that's what I do. And you shouldn't let language barriers stop you from traveling the fucking world. You can't let that stop you because you can always learn a new language and some people are okay with Google Translate. So go see the world and stop being a bitch. And not talking to you, but people in general. Hey Troy, it's good to see you. Good to see you too. Let me see. Oh my God, yes, please like the fucking live. Okay, so as I was saying, for those of you who just came in, YouTube's punk ass. I'm sorry. Should I wash my fucking mouth? But YouTube's punk ass literally age restricted my last live stream. I did a wonderful live stream talking about inflation, the state of the world, SNAP benefits, food stamp. I talked about so many interesting stuff and it got restricted. Like I literally got told you cannot monetize this, so now it is restricted because it's not appropriate for certain audiences. And I was so mad because I worked so hard. I was on live for 3 hours. Then I had told people they got me to 1,100 likes. I would stay on for an additional hour, and I did. I was just so mad. So yes, please like the live and show me mad love. Can we get oh, shit? Can we get 1,100 likes, please? Because that's how much it took for my last live to get. Like I worked so hard for those 1,100 likes just for YouTube's dumbass to tell me that, oh, you can't monetize it. We just don't feel like it's appropriate. So that stuff hurts me a lot. It really makes me upset how sometimes I can't really be free and give my opinion about stuff on YouTube without being told that I'll be restricted or shadow banned. So yes, please feel free to please like the live and show love to the live if you can. I would greatly appreciate it. If you're watching the playback now, feel free to leave a comment, but just leave a like, please. Thank you. Let's see. Anyways, let me see. Somebody said happy whammy Wednesday. Someone said not the trade, lol. Yeah, a lot of your favorite content creators, your male content creators who are on the internet are trade. And I'm gonna tell you all some interesting tea, right? Let me give you guys some insight. If you ever see a guy who's on social media out of nowhere come out with an OnlyFans, best believe he's probably doing other shit too. Because first it starts off with your favorite male content creator who does YouTube videos or posts shirtless selfies making, on OnlyFans. Then it turns into them eventually doing escorting, like someone reaching out to them and saying, "Hey, like, do you like to tickle people's feet for like a couple $100, or like, can you sniff my farts for like, $65 an hour?" And best believe they'll do it. It just is what it is. When you see that kind of stuff, and when you see people who put entrepreneur in their bio, but you can't really tell what kind of entrepreneurial work they do, other than just be attractive on the internet, you should already put the pieces together. And this doesn't go for the Instagram boys; it go for the Instagram girls too. So shit is real out here. Every time I see a Brazilian slum, it looks elevated. Yeah, that's normal. Thank you, Honey Bunches. I appreciate that. Someone said, is exploring the Amazon forest a thing? Yes, it is actually. You could literally go to there's literally a giant city with skyscrapers literally built into the Amazon in Brazil, and you can literally book a tour in the Amazon. You can eat like fresh fruit, like in the bushes and shit like that. See exotic animals and fruits. You can do that. Go to the Amazon. You can do it. If you go to Brazil, check out the Amazon. The name of the city is Manaus, or just look up Amazon City, Brazil, and then you'll see it's Manaus. It's a big city. Oh wow. Oh, wow. Somebody said they're getting fucked out, flued out by old white women tourists. Yeah, them little African boys from Sierra Leone, them African boys in Nigeria, they're getting flown out, or they're doing escorting work. It's a common thing, even in DR. Like those old white ladies be sometimes going to the Dominican Republic, and they be paying them little Dominican boys for like some personal private time. It is what it is. But yeah, that's what that is when you travel and you go to other places. We can't be mad people selling poom poom and boom boom. I'm gonna steal that. We can't be mad at people selling poom poom and boom boom, because why are people buying it to begin with? Exactly. And wherever there's a demand, there's gonna be people who take advantage of the demand. Let me see. Someone said, no, I got my money's worth, but thank you for the advice. Laughed my ass off. Okay. I appreciate that, Kay. I appreciate you filling me in and giving me an update. As long as you got your money's worth, it is what it is. As long as you got what you needed and you're ready to get the fuck on, that's all that matters. Next, on to the next. Let me see. Someone said, "What are your thoughts on Teacher Bay and the substitutes, the new age of teachers?" We've always had attractive teachers. I'm confused as to how the fuck that's a trend. Some of y'all all like most of y'all who are grown, y'all all had a fine, sexy teacher in high school and in middle school. Like we all had a very attractive teacher who was thick or very handsome. That's normal. I'm surprised why this is a social media trend. Teacher bays and like, this was. I don't know why that's a trend. The internet thinks everything under the sun is new, but it's not. Someone said exactly. I don't know why these bitches can't go to work, because if I was a man, I would not be spending all my money and I can't even get no head. That's a good point. Someone said, I'm late. Why the comments got ads? LOL. The comments got ads? What are you talking about? Somebody said you might as well give that poom poom for free because you might as well give that poom poom to a sugar daddy because most of us give it up to bums for free. It's true. A lot of women are giving it to these bums and literally don't get nothing in return. Use your body as a tool and a resource. If there's no resource being given to you, why give your body and your sexual energy to somebody? Unless you truly actually like them, which I don't know what's to like if they can't do anything for you. And it's a plus for you if you don't have to give anything to any of these dudes or these women at all, or any you know, it's a plus if you don't have to give anyone a piece of your body to anyone, and you still get something in return. Let me see. Business transaction. Nothing comes for free. If he wants cuddles, he will get dogs and cats. That's fair. Thanks for the super chat. I appreciate you. I'm sure someone in the chat told Mary Jane Baum you're close. I'm pretty sure they didn't. Maybe they did. Who knows? It's 2:15 a.m. in the UK. Oh my god, that's crazy. But I'm glad you're watching the live. What's your zodiac sign? I know your birthday is August. My zodiac sign is Leo. Atlanta loves you more. Thank you. Somebody said, have you ever been to Philly? I've never been to Philly, but I would love to go. Yes, I've been to St. Louis, Missouri. And to be honest with you, I really like St. Louis, Missouri. It's a cute city, but they ain't really much to see because it's such an empty place. Many people live in the suburbs. St. Louis, Missouri is chill, but unless you're like in the downtown area and it's like a game, I don't even really be seeing people in St. Louis, Missouri. But it's cool. I mean, I went to St. Louis, Missouri to try y'all Chinese food or what they call the Chinaman because people in St. Louis, Missouri swear they have the best Chinese food and it's mid as fuck. Like I was like, what the fuck is this? What the hell is this? Is like some easy bake oven shit. It's nothing special. I've had better Chinese food. I've had better Chinese food in a fucking freezer, fucking microwave oven. Would you ever visit Haiti? Yes, I would. The safe parts, yes. Atlanta Bay. Let me see. Let me get in. I'm sorry. Oh my God. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Hey, Choice. I'm so glad I caught live. I love you. I'm in Atlanta next time you're here. I'll take you out for coffee. I'm an Irish twin like you. Oh my God. I love that. Okay. I'm down to go for coffee in Atlanta. Just send me a nice DM via Instagram and I'm hella down. We can go to a cool cafe or we can go to a cat cafe. I know in Atlanta, y'all have a lot of those cat cafes. I've always wanted to go to one. Or some different type of cafe, like an Ethiopian cafe, a different type of cafe. I don't want to do no basic cafe. Let's do an interesting cafe, like an Ethiopian cafe or a Lebanese cafe or like a Nigerian cafe, something like that. Someone said, Choice, where's your exotic random ass food today? Not today. Right now, it's super, super late. I don't have none of that shit. It's late as fucking night and almost everything is closed. Okay, I get this question a lot. This person said, let me answer this. Choice, how do you overcome your fear of leaving your parents' house and living on your own? Um, I overcame it by realizing that I had to get the fuck away from you crazy punk ass motherfuckers before y'all drive me crazy and I kill y'all. That was kind of how I got over my fear because I realized if I stayed in my mother's house any longer as a child, because I moved out at 18, I moved out before I graduated high school. So I literally moved out while I was still in high school and I had to put my money together and moved out because I just couldn't take it anymore. And I told myself, if I stay here, I'm going to kill somebody. If I stay here, I'm going to get out of character. If I stay here, I'm going to crash out and just fucking crash out and just rip off everything off the fucking floor, off the fucking walls, and I'm gonna lose my mind. So I left. And plus, if I stayed there any longer, my mom probably would have bleed me dry financially because I know how she is. Y'all know how some of y'all parents are, where they'll fucking ask you for a bunch of money and shit. Where it's one thing for you to contribute, but they feel like your money is their money, and fuck no, I have time for that. So I moved out in high school, and I got over that fear. Excuse me, by weighing the pros and cons. If I leave, I'll be able to save. If I leave, I'll get peace. If I leave, I'll be able to just do my own thing and have full control of my life and destiny and not have to feel like I'm up under people that I don't fucking like, because I did not like my family at all growing up. And to be honest with you, I still don't like a lot of them growing now, even as a grown adult. And it's nothing personal. It's just I just don't like everybody because I just don't. I just don't like being treated a certain way, and I just have kept my distance for many, many years because I feel like a lot of people are just fake, manipulative users, and I feel like many people who are I just happen to be related to uh, are haters and jealous and just have never really been able to give me props like at all. Like never cared to be like, congratulations, I'm happy for you. But I was so quick to give people like money when money was tight. Like, oh hey, like Troyce, can you help me with this? Can you like I was so quick to show up and help other people. But I never really got that love right back in terms of like support and kindness. You know, it was so quick to be like, oh my God, Troyce, can I have some money really quickly when I'm doing well? Like they know how to use those words and ask for stuff, but they don't know how to pour it into me and say, I'm happy for you. I hope I'm happy things are going well. Like, you know, shit like that. So people knew how to like take from my table, but didn't want to add to my table. So that's kind of like what it is for me. And that's kind of what I had to kind of remember. So to answer your question, if you want to face your fear of getting the fuck out, remember that peace is priceless. I'd rather be completely struggling and hustling to live on my own than have to deal with living with people for free that I don't want to be around. So, anyways, let me get right into this. And oh my God, first of all, I'm happy as hell that there was 1,000 people in here. Can y'all do me a favor and actually like the live? And let me just get right back into the topic that I was talking about before. I forgot very sidetracked. And again, a lot of you keep asking me to confront that scam traveler bitch, Mary Jane Byram, who's over here hustling people. Because if y'all didn't know, the scam traveler girl, Mary Jane Byram, that I confronted years ago, who be scamming people and taking thousands from people who I had to track down, she's in Brazil right now, and literally, I'm not that far from her at all. I could pull up on her. I could probably try to fuck around and find her ass too. Like again, like a lot of y'all keep telling me that I should, but then some of y'all are just like, why? Like leave her alone. Like who cares? I could probably find her. Like I don't know how, but knowing me, I could probably find her like immediately and pull up on her like this. Like I could pull up on her and be like, Mary Jane Byram, why did you take all those people's fucking money? Mary Jane Byram, like, why did you take all those people's fucking money for those hair oils? Mary Jane Byram, where's those fucking rancid ass rice waters that you said you were gonna fucking ship to people that you never shipped? Like, I could find her. I could. Like, don't test me because I probably could, knowing me, if I like look hard enough and I try hard enough. But now I just want to focus on giving you guys more podcasts and more content. And honestly, I don't know. Maybe y'all just don't even care to even see me find her and confront her. I feel like that was like 4 years ago, and I got a lot of mixed opinions on me tracking down that crazy ass motherfucker. So I don't know. Do y'all want me to confront her? I don't know. Do you want me to track her down? Okay, how about this? Let's make a new challenge really quickly. If I can get, let's put it this way. If I can get 3,000 likes, I would track down Mary Jane Byron. If I can get 3,000 likes, okay? If I can get 3,000 likes, I want to say while I'm still live, not after, but while I'm still live, then I'll track her. So let's put it this way. I'll give you guys. Let's put it this way. I'll be off of here probably like maybe like in an hour or so or less or who knows. But if I can get 3K likes while I'm actively on here and people are telling me that I got those 3,000 likes, I'll go out of my way. So yeah, I'll just put that there. Somebody said, "What is trade?" Let me put you on. So I was talking about earlier how a lot of these Instagram boys are getting fucked. Oh, excuse my language. I don't want to get age restricted. Are getting bent over and banged. They're selling their boom boom for money, and they're messing with these old men. And it's not that it's sad. Some of them just are down for the hustle. Like some of them are sexual and don't care and they're fluid. They just need money to take care of their student loans, their family, and kids. And trade is basically anyone all over the world, typically a man, that's willing to trade his sexual energy in exchange for assistance or a gift. So if you tell the guy like, "Hey, like I want some action," and he tells you, "Well, like what you gonna do for me? Like you gonna pay my phone bill? You gonna like, you gonna pay my car note? Like, I could use $200. Like what you want to do? Like I need some help with this. I need some help with that, and so much more." That's trade. He's willing to trade him for assistance or gifts. That's what that is. And there's a lot of those, and a lot of people that are like that, where if you're willing to give them like a little $8 to pay their phone bill, they're willing to do whatever. And especially, I'll be honest with you, usually like those Instagram boys that usually like take those cute little shirtless selfies where they show their prints. A lot of them are advertising themselves, like where they show that their rear ends and their prints. Some of them are literally actively advertising themselves because they're actually escorts and they're actually like looking for tricks and sugar daddies. They show their prints, they show their bulge areas, their rear ends, because they're looking for a trick that's going to change their life and pay for things and give them money and shit like that. And sometimes it actually works. They're advertising themselves, like they're advertising themselves on a silver platter. I'm glad you went to the Bay and had a blast. I love it there. I've been to New Orleans one time, and I would love to go again and see my friend Leisha and other friend Kwesi, the K&A YouTube channel. Should I go to college or trade school? I think you should ask ChatGPT, or I think you should just follow your heart and do whatever the fuck is going to save you the most money. Just weigh the pros and cons. Somebody's, oh my God, first of all, thank you for the 179 Thailand dollars, THB. Lovely T recommended your channel to me, and I'm not disappointed. Like, I like you two's friendships. I love Lovely T. That's my girl. She cool people. I fuck with her. I haven't seen her in a while. It's been a while. But I texted her, I want to say like maybe 2 months ago. But yeah, I haven't seen her in a while. We gotta catch up very soon. But thank you. I'm glad Lovely T brought you here. I appreciate you. I've been watching her for many years, and I appreciate you for showing me love and you showing her love as well. Someone said, a fart sniffer is crazy. People are some crazy shit. Like those old creepy men will pay you some good money to fulfill their kinks. And that's what it is. A lot of these dudes on Instagram are getting bent over or are doing the bending, and that's how they pay for their luxurious lifestyles. You ever wonder how a lot of these pretty boys are able to pay for these trips and travels, but there's nothing on their Instagram that shows you what they do for work? You have no idea what someone does for work, right? Like you never know if they work remotely or whatever. Pretty boy, handsome guy, good looking, but you'll never get like the feeling of like what they do for work or like how much money they have or how much money they have or like their lifestyle. You just see that they're traveling and doing cool things, have designer stuff. They got tricks. It is what it is. You'd be surprised. Tell us about celebs. They're evil and they all drink children's blood, and a lot of celebrities worship the devil, and a lot of celebrities are narcissistic. A lot of celebrities don't give a fuck about influencers and TikTokers, hence why they were very silent when it came to TikTok, almost getting deleted. A lot of celebrities aren't necessarily the best people. Some of them are decent and down to earth. A lot of them don't really give a fuck about the average person or their problems unless it benefits them. They only talk about social issues if they get something out of it, and that's been proven in a lot of studies. A lot of celebrities only talk about social issues and things going on in the world that are inconvenient when it benefits them. So when you see people like Cardi B or this person talk about this or that, it has to benefit them. The same thing can go for when you see celebrities talk about the jab, but when you talk about like how important it is to jab yourself, so that way you can go back to work. They were only doing that so that way they can get back to work. They were promoting the jab so that way they can go back to work and go back to living their normal lives. So they can go back and go on tour and go back to work and do their TV shows and do their movies and so much more and go back to normal. So that way their bags won't be stopped. So yeah, that's celebrity. They don't really give a fuck about you. It has to benefit them. If it don't benefit them, they don't give a fuck, and they will go back to the drawing board and find something that will actually make them give a fuck and benefit them. They don't give a fuck about anything that's for the cause. They don't give a fuck about anything that benefits their fans. They can give two fuck about 9 to 5 workers. They don't respect people sometimes who don't benefit them, and that's just what you have to accept, and not just that. So that's how I feel about a lot of celebrities. I'm cool with people who are famous, but when it comes to like being close friends with a celebrity, I wouldn't mind. But a lot of celebrities are egocentric because of celebrity culture. Like they complain about being celebrities, they complain about being famous and being recognized everywhere they go. They complain about the fact that they're not normal people, but a lot of them have inflated egos. I'll never forget Trevor Noah, the guy from the Daily Show, that South African guy who came to America to build his brand. I'll never forget how he said that he kind of like doesn't like the aspects of being famous because people treat him like he's not a normal person and so much more, and how he just like, gets annoyed by it, and he hates that fame brings him so much attention. But yet, if it wasn't for his fame and publicity, he probably wouldn't be hosting the Grammys. And if it wasn't for his fame and notoriety, people knowing his face, he probably wouldn't be able to negotiate these big brand deals. So yeah, celebrities are egocentric and they love the perks of being a celebrity. They love the perks of being able to just cut the lines at Disney World and cut the lines at airports. They can catch their flights, but they don't like the aspect of having to actually connect with other people who support them and show them love. They just love the perks of people being infatuated with them. So when it comes to celebrities, just treat them like normal fucking people. If they're nice and they're cool and you really fuck with them, show them love. If they're even more humble, show them even more love. But yeah, just keep it moving when you see a celebrity. Be positive, and that's about it. And or just don't say anything. Celebrities sometimes just suck. Would you go to China? Yes, to buy a bunch of knockoffs and bring them back home with me and buy a bunch of clothes. 100%. Listen, do influencers got it or what? How you guys have enough to move out the country? So you got to understand when it comes to influencers and us moving out the country, like people be asking me all the time, like, how are you able to travel? Like, how do you just travel? Like, it don't add up. Well, so the thing is, you don't know how much I make. You don't know how much a lot of your other favorite content creators make, or that friend that you follow on social media that works remotely that travels. Because so here's my setup, right? Like I live in Los Angeles. My rent is 2,400 a month. I lived by myself for a long time, but I recently rented out my apartment for a little bit. So I have extra money coming in. So I can kind of like still have legroom to travel the world and have means, right? I also don't have to constantly like rely on like having to show up at a particular place. I can kind of take my laptop and my camera equipment and my studio lights, which I have in front of me right now, with me and just get some content done. So sometimes if I have like a very low or shitty month on YouTube where it's like, oh fuck, I didn't make that much money this month to like, you know, be super, super comfortable. I'll literally find a very, very cheap and affordable Airbnb for like maybe 600 a month, 800 a month, or I'll like hop between Airbnbs in different cities or different countries that are affordable. I only go places where my money is strong, right? Like for example, like I'm in Brazil. In America, let me ask you a question. If you live in America or if you live in Canada or the UK or wherever you live, how much is a shot of alcohol? Probably like more than $10, more than 15 pounds, 15 euros, like $15, $10. In Brazil, it's like 96 cents to $1.25 for a fucking shot of alcohol. I kid you not. A shot, $1.25. So I'm able to use the fact that I have USD and go places that are affordable for me, live there for a little bit, take my work with me and go there and stay there for a month and just grind, 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 hustle, hustle, hustle. And I live in a very cheap, like my Airbnb that I live right now, like you know where I'm at right now? I'm in an Airbnb for a couple of days in a big city in Brazil. And I'm here, and you know how much it is for 4 days? It's 89. I paid $89 to be in this Airbnb. I'm in a studio apartment Airbnb for 4 days, and it's about 89 fucking dollars. Yeah, that's $29 a day or some shit like that. But 89 bucks in total. I even got like a little discount from Airbnb. That's what I do. Like I leverage it really, really well. And then I have somebody in my apartment paying for my shit. Well, they're renting out my bedroom. They're not renting out my whole space, but they're renting out a bedroom in my apartment because I have a two-bedroom apartment. You know, a room for me and it was a guest room. I converted it into a rental so that way I could rent it to somebody and I have extra money coming in. So that's what I do. You have to understand that sometimes when you're working remotely, whether you work for a company or you do YouTube or social media, you can be smart. A lot of content creators are not smart. Me, I don't give a fuck about living in some fancy ass villa with a beach view to like flex on the internet. I could live in a simple, basic ass studio in a favela or like in a simple ass residential area and then just Uber to the city center. As long as I live somewhere affordable where I can focus and create content where y'all can hear me clearly and see me, that's all that works for me. So I hope that answers your question. Hey, fellow tea sipper, that's how I found choice as well. Oh, thank you, C Brown. I appreciate that. Gambia, yep. Gambia, yep. Would you go to a less densely populated city like Idaho, Wyoming, Kansas, Utah, Iowa, Arkansas, Oregon? Yes, I would. I'll check out Idaho because I know Idaho is beautiful. And Utah. Lovely Peaches sells something. That's why I respect Lovely Peaches. I ain't never heard nothing about Lovely Peaches scamming people. I mean, yeah, eating poo poo out of the toilet, sure. Like popping it wide open, sure. Allegedly claiming to sell her kid, yeah, that's problematic. But other than that, I've never heard about her scamming people, and she sells her poom poom on the side, and she don't have to scam people. She's been getting by for years. She's been around a little bit longer than Mary Jane Byron too. Let me see. So yeah, that's what I hope people have been like really receiving what I'm saying. I'm kind of a little bit offbeat with comments. Let me kind of catch up. Would you ever do a meet and greet? I did one in London. That was my first one and my last one, but I will do another one. If you can give me a good city to go to, I'll absolutely do it again. I'm gonna do one in Atlanta. I'm gonna do one in Los Angeles. I'm gonna do one in New York. I'll do another one in Chicago. I mean, not another one. I'll do one in Chicago because I know that's like a really lit city that I love. And then I'll do one in the Bay Area, and then I'll do one in Jamaica. That's where I'll do one because I have a lot of love there. So yes, American Chinese food sucks. I'm tired of seeing people ordering and eating shrimp fried dick and pork fried rice, pork fried ass. American Chinese food is not even real Chinese food. It's just Americanized as fuck. And Chinese food is created differently depending on what country you go to. I've been to 16 different countries, and the Chinese have a presence in almost all of them. And there's like Chinese Trini food, Chinese Jamaican food. There's Chinese Brazilian food, and it's made differently everywhere you go to accommodate the population, the people, and their culture and what they like. Let me see. Yeah, please travel. Happy to hear that. Same. I left at 16. My parents are very narcissistic and manipulative. She's my mom for a reason, I suppose. Yeah, but you gotta do what you gotta do to protect yourself. Oh, hey, okay. So, journey to your natural life. So, of course, I'm African. You can pick where you want to go. I also visited Haiti in 2018. I really loved it. Can't wait to visit again. Okay, now we have a lot to talk about, sweetheart. Thank you for offering to treat me to coffee in Atlanta. I love that. I love that you're African. And yes, send me a DM if you'd like. And you've been to Haiti? Okay, we have a lot to talk about because I've never even been to Haiti, and that's where my mother is from. So, I'd love to fucking have a conversation with you. So yes, hit me up in the DM via Instagram. If not, you can email me. If I don't respond via email, you could tweet me. If you don't have Twitter, you could just wait patiently for my email because sometimes I get way too many fucking emails. Oh my god, thank you, Cyrus Cherry, for the super chat. I appreciate you. Oh my god, $10. You're the best. Remember when you said try shrooms? I drive trucks, and Mushy Girls is a spot for great shrooms. Deliver only in LA area. You should try them. I've never heard of Mushy Girls. Thank you for the insight and perspective. Yes, I do like mushrooms. I do try mushrooms. Last time I did mushrooms was like I had some mushroom gummies, some like tangerine mushroom gummies. They were so good and they worked amazing. I recommend everybody try shrooms at least once. Don't believe the rumors you hear about people tripping out. Shrooms are good in moderation if you try them little by little. They're like more, you feel more elevated. You kind of travel within yourself. So shrooms are great. So I'm glad you told me about mushy girls. When I try them, I'll follow back up if you are in my next live. But right now I'm in LA. But thanks for the plug. I live in Los Angeles, so I'm definitely gonna try Mushy Girls. I'm guessing that's a actual store, but if not, I can go to Plain Dispensaries and see if they have that particular brand you're referring to. But thanks for the super chat. I appreciate you. Let me see. Haitians are homophobic. Many of them are, yes, because many people just aren't progressively into things that go against God, unless it specifically, unless they're specifically intertwined with it. Like, let's put it this way: people who are homophobic or against marriage out of wedlock and all these other things, they're fucking like hypocrites. Like a lot of people who are super, super, super religious to the point where they shit on those for living a certain lifestyle that does not affect them are hypocrites. Some of those people that are hyper religious used to probably be hoes back in the day, and they probably got mileage, but they'll never talk about that. Only what they see and what they deem is wrong, as long as it doesn't affect them. Choice, where did you go when you first left your mother's house? So I found a roommate on Craigslist. So that's what I did. So people who are asking me, like when I moved out at 18 in my senior year of high school, I found a random dude on Craigslist. He was renting out one of his rooms. It looked okay and decent. I said, fuck it. Signed the lease. It was only $600 a month. Mwah. Perfect. I'll take it. $600 a month, I'll take it. It's in a cool area. It's not too far from downtown. I signed that lease and I pay that for about 4 months. I lived with that guy for about 4 or 5 months until he pissed me off, which is another long story. Thanks for the super chat. I appreciate you. She loves camels. Help choice. I've had toxic family members take advantage of me and steal money from me without consequences. I have no hope to live. Why don't you just move out? And if you can't move out, then find a fucking roommate. If you have income to the point where you have money stashed away that they're willing to steal, get a fucking roommate and move out. You can find something. There's really good rentals on Airbnb where you can find roommates on Airbnb. You can go on Craigslist, but try Airbnb. Airbnb usually has insurance. Airbnb usually shows you the people's faces and profiles. People have to submit their ID to be on Airbnb. So find a nice roommate on Airbnb and find a nice monthly or weekly that you can stay in. Just as what I gotta say, like I can't help anyone that just doesn't have stable income and isn't willing to move out and get a roommate. Just get a fucking roommate. That's what you gotta do. Oh, Tony Braxton's like her family either. That's interesting. But she has a whole fucking show with her sisters. That's interesting. The mental tax is so real. Let me see. Let me see. Hey, Choice. Hey, I appreciate you. Thank you for coming through. Thanks for the love. Somebody said we've matured. Don't bother Mary Jane. Don't bother Mary Jane. Somebody said make a poll instead. If Tyler's selling Poom Poom, what's her rates? I doubt she is. She's too damn. I doubt she is. Someone said no. Go find her. Somebody said, "Will you wear a wig again?" It's only 1K people in her choice. I said if you can get 3K likes, then I'll track down Mary Jane. But so, I mean, you're right. It's only 1K people in here, so I guess y'all better figure it out. Your lives feel like FaceTimes. I appreciate that. And I appreciate you watching. And I appreciate people watching the playback in the future. And I appreciate people who are engaged and showing love. She about to book and fly out of there right now. Probably. Go get her. Do it. Laugh my ass off. No. Someone said, confront the crazy scammer. I completely forgot about her selling the rice water. Yup. She sold rice water, never delivered them. People paid mad money. She never fucking sent the products. That's her. The 106 in Park video you did was funny as fuck. Oh wow, you're a real OG. That was a long ass time ago. That was like my first 1 million video. How do you check likes? I mean, just exit out the live and then just scroll down. Or exit the chat and just scroll down and see how many likes I have. Oh my god. Let's see. Okay, but I pretty much talked about a lot of really good topics. I'm sorry. Somebody said trade is actually straight download straight men. Yeah, to some degree, but then you got to remember the word trade, right? Like, yeah, trade is usually download straight men, but I kind of interpret trade as yes, download straight men, but download straight men can also be looking for like an opportunity, not just for sex, but like for service and help. Trade typically isn't openly gay. Exactly. I thought trade was giving straight with DL, kinda, yeah, but it's also someone that's willing to trade their energy for intimacy and connection, but also gifts. Moving on with Vicky. Let me see. Oh my God, thanks for the super chat. I appreciate you, Shana Faye. Do you believe Sweetie is a high-end escort? I wouldn't be surprised if she is. She says she isn't, but she hasn't put up any proofs to deny it and denounce it. She just said that she's going to be pressing legal charges against her former tour manager. But I mean, she claimed the girl never managed her. But I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't put it past Saweetie and a lot of people. Like I'm telling you, like I wouldn't put it past none of these fucking people. I wouldn't be surprised. Someone said, "Choice, leave that woman alone. Stop." What are your thoughts on Huda? Alondra. I'm not sure what Alondra is. Leos have a big personality. My daughter's a Leo, and she's outgoing and outspoken. Nothing like me. LOL. I love that. Early choice, yours. Accurate receipts. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, I'm just trying to catch up with some of these comments. I know I'm kind of late. There's a guy that sells poop pictures. That's fucking crazy. Yeah, shout out to Lovely T. Hey, Honey Bunches. Opinion: no rap songs are in the Billboard Hot 100 for top of 40 for the first time since 1990. Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, to be honest with you, Taylor literally just dropped an album. I think BTS dropped a project recently. I'm not surprised. Like they're flooding the fucking top 30. That happens all the time. Every time a big artist like the K-pop people or Taylor drop a big project, they flood the fucking Billboard charts. Like chart topping to number 20, number 18, number 41, number 38, number 32. Like, I mean, maybe in like 2 weeks, we'll see a hot 100 top 40 rap song. Someone said, don't do it, choice. It's too risky. You don't know what man Mary Jane Byron could be with. Okay, that makes sense. Title's taking me out, not something Poom Poom on the side. You'd be surprised. We talked about that earlier in this live, but you'll catch the vibe soon. Let's see. You said, tell us something we don't know. Lily, something you don't know. Let me see. Yeah. Something you don't know. Let's put it this way. Um, a lot of people on Instagram use Instagram as a way to advertise themselves because they're really escorts. Men and women, those pretty boys on Instagram with the shirtless selfies that show their prints, those pretty girls that like flaunt their asses all the time. Yeah, those are usually the girls that and the guys that are usually like looking for tricks to like spend money and spoil them and take care of them. And they're advertising themselves for likes and attention. I'm staying up late. I gotta see if we can make it to 3K. We need to pull up on Mary J. Byron, maybe. Money's not money anymore. Yeah, money is not the same on the internet anymore. There's the ads that you see on people's YouTube video. They don't pay out as well as they once did. So a lot of people are personally like checking out and are just over social media. So a lot of entertainers or a lot of YouTubers who once did YouTube are just checked out and finding other streams of income that will actually take care of them. Because if you're gonna put content on the internet, a lot of content creators aren't willing to go harder and above and beyond to like make more money because you can still make a lot of money on YouTube, but you kind of got to go above and beyond to still recuperate and do really, really well. It's just you can't just post 1 or 2 viral videos and then disappear for like a month and a half. Like you just can't do that anymore. That era has pretty much wrapped up since like 2019, 2018. That era has pretty much been gone. What about Lauren Hill? What's your opinion on Gucci Mane's wife? Probably a high priestess witch, or she got a granny that's a witch. I wouldn't be surprised. Do you agree with family vlogging? Yeah, sure. If it's done positively and they're not exploiting their kids. What do you think 2026 is going to be like? I think it's going to be a lot of like undoing of laws and amendments and shit. I think it's going to be a lot of like fucking like oh my God. I think it's gonna be a lot of strike with more city workers. And I think it's gonna be like a crazy ass food shortage. And a lot of people, a lot of countries are gonna make America pay for those fucking tariffs and those taxes that they're charging them. I think that's what it's gonna be. I think that's what 26 is gonna be like. Like a lot of people are gonna be retaliating. Or best case scenario, those tariffs Trump's put on a lot of these countries might actually work out in the long haul. Okay, I'll do meet and greet in Boston. I'll add Boston to my list. 15, 10. Damn, that's crazy. Wow, $89 is for one night at a cheap motel in New York. Yeah, $89 gets you a cheap motel. I'm in a nice studio apartment in the central area of a big city called Salvador in Brazil. $89. I'm sorry, I'm super late. I don't know why I'm so late. I'm like literally so behind on comments. So forgive me if I'm not reading all your comments on time. What religion are you, if you don't mind me asking? I'm not in any religion. I see myself as more agnostic, where I believe there's something out there and we're just here on earth to find out. And I'm just more spiritual, to say the least. But I respect everybody's religion. I'm just being honest. Hose mileage. Explain they don't practice what they preach. Um, are you talking to me or are you just like saying that? Have I heard about the Nova girl with the soft white? Oh, from soft white underbelly. I'd love to hear your perspective on it. Soft white underbelly. That's that show where those hookers be telling about like, this is my life. This is what I used to do. I used to be a hooker. I used to literally suck dick for like fucking True Religion pants. I used to literally suck dick and bend it over for some fucking like gumdrops and some Applebee's. Like, you mean those girls? I be seeing those YouTube videos, but I don't really be watching like that. So I'm not sure what you're talking about. Yeah, many YouTubers did quit YouTube. They're just over it. The money just isn't what it used to be anymore. So many of them have essentially disappeared and are pursuing things such as day trading, stock trading, crypto investments. Many of them are doing other things such as part-time jobs, bartending, Airbnb businesses, real estate. Some of them got normal jobs. Other content creators like Dama Wilson from Damo and Chrissy. She's also like she went to school for like nursing. Yeah, she went to nursing school. I do know that, and I think she ended up going to school to be a nurse. I think she was a CNA for a little bit, and then she went to nursing school. She kind of just made it clear that she just wants a normal, simple, stable career she can always rely on, and YouTube just isn't really what it used to be anymore. So she's being smart. You know, she put music and social media clout to rest. So I'll give her props. I grew up in a Haitian church. They're definitely homophobic as fuck. Yet they didn't shame a member that got arrested for watching porn on a bus full of kids. Yeah, they're hypocrites sometimes. A lot of people who are Caribbean and are super religious tend to be fucking hypocrites, and they're mad because a lot of them are awful people or use religion as a way to run away from their problems. So for them, religion is like a scapegoat in a sense. It's like a okay, well, even though I'm fucked up, at least I'm not that type of fucked up. So yeah, a lot of them are hypocrites. I'll just be honest with you. And sometimes you got to be willing to call their ass out for shit. Yeah, Mary J. Martin was selling rice water. Rice water? What is that supposed to do? Okay, so rice water makes your hair grow. For people who are asking, that's what rice water does. That's what it is. Oh my god, I'm sorry if I'm super late. Not reading some of y'all super chats. So like people keep correcting me, telling me that trade is literally a gay man that is not clockable easily or like easy to tell. Yes. Okay. Thanks for correcting me. For those of y'all who like are able to like give me more context. But I've had yes, okay. People always just say that trade is just someone that just masculine passing. Okay, that's fine. That's cool. Trust me, like that's perfectly fine. But I've always associated with trade being that, yes, someone who's very masculine passing, where you think they're straight. But I always associate trade with someone that's willing to trade, their sexual energy for something more on the side. Like, okay, like I'll trade this, I'll trade that. But I don't know. Like that's how I've always perceived it. But again, a lot of y'all are probably watching this and they're just like, "What the hell are you talking about?" But that's how I've perceived it. So yes, masculine passing, but I always associated with those guys that are just straight but are gay for pay. That's what I've always associated trade as. And thank you, Nathan, for the super chat. I greatly appreciate you, Nathan Blankheart. Thank you so much. Just caught a live for the first time. I've been watching since I was 17. I'm 23 now. Oh my God. Thank you for sticking around. That's a long ass fucking time. And where were your parents? Why were you watching me as a teenager? My math could be off, but love you. Keep your mental well. I know you be going through a lot, your family, traveling, etc. Prayers on your name. Be safe. Thank you. I'm giving all that love and energy. I wish you well as well. Hope you travel the world as well. Hope you have a passport. And thank you for the love. And thank you for the super chat. I greatly appreciate you for showing love and helping me out. Thank you. And thank you for everyone that probably like cash at me because if you didn't know, like my cash app is Choice TV. So for anyone that decides to cash at me personally, thank you for saying that as well. If you don't want to cash at me or send a super chat, I'm cool with just a like. Like a like literally just shows you a lot. Like I appreciate people who send anything, but a like, comment, anything, any love, any support in the chat or any topic. If you give me a topic, like even that is enough. Thank you for the super chat and thank you for the love. How do you feel about Dier and the Ken situation? You mean how Dier is trying to sue Ken because he's trying to avoid the taxes that they both owe, even though she told him to pay a certain amount and he didn't, and he just left it on her because she's the one that's still financially stable? I've talked about that before in my unpopular opinions. And one of them, I don't remember which one, but I remember it was the unpopular opinions where they were in the thumbnail. But I did talk about that, I think. No, it wasn't the popular opinions where I talked about like where it's my unpopular opinions were like Cardi B and Little Tay are in the thumbnail. So it's that unpopular opinion. So if you want to know my opinion on that, go scroll down like maybe 2 months or 1.5 months ago to my unpopular opinions where Little Tay and Cardi B are in the thumbnail. And that's where I talked about De'Ara Ken. Okay, Todd just told me choice is right about trade. That is the real definition. That's what I'm saying. Like that has to be the real definition of trade. Because yes, trade has always been known to be a straight guy that is gay, but you never really know he's gay or open into guys and shit like that. But I've always interpreted it as okay, yeah, a gay guy that's masculine passing, but then someone that's willing to do a little something strange for some change. Because there are a lot of straight guys that do not identify as gay at all, or don't identify as being bi or whatever. But you throw them some money, you throw them some gifts, you throw them some attention, and you pay a phone bill, you give them a little $50, $100 here and there. They're willing to do whatever you say because they're only attracted to support and money. That's what they're mainly attracted to. And if you are willing to give them some support, put money on their books, do something for them financially, they will do whatever, or they'll do almost whatever. Thoughts on Cindy Sweeney? That's the bitch from Euphoria. That is not the girl from like the Levi commercial or the. I don't fucking care about her. I don't even watch Euphoria. I watched the first season and didn't care after that. The second season bored the shit out of me. There, I said it. The second season of Euphoria bored the shit out of me. I couldn't get past episode 2. I damn near knocked out, and I don't care about Euphoria. Euphoria doesn't interest me. Okay, somebody said been watching you forever. Choice finally caught a live. I'm from Baltimore, but I live in Indiana because it's cheap. Sometimes you got to relocate. I love Baltimore. I actually really like Baltimore. People say it's disgustingly unsafe, but I like Baltimore. I thought Baltimore was beautiful as fuck. Baltimore is nice. I like Baltimore. You too, and all that stuff. I love the way they say too. I love the way they talk. But yeah, I see what you mean. Sometimes you got to relocate because why be in a big major city and not even be able to enjoy it? You know what I mean? Like you can always visit your major city, but you got to go where it's cheap and you can afford. You know, go to a cheap city you can actually afford, start fresh, find a decent job, and then just do what you got to do. Sometimes you got to do what makes sense. Okay. Okay. So I'm trying to like catch up some of these. I'm pretty much almost all caught up. Saweetie and Ruby Rose are definitely high in escort. There's many others in the industry as well that do this. This whole thing with Diddy exposed that Young Miami is one too. Yeah, Young Miami is definitely an escort as well. With a lot of the things I've seen allegedly, it's very obvious. A lot of these rap girls are. You think rap is the only thing they make money on? Like when you're an entrepreneur, entertainer, you got to find as many streams of income as possible. It just is what it is because rap music and entertainment doesn't always pay the bills when you need it to. It's very inconsistent up and down when you're an entrepreneur and an entertainer. It just sometimes just doesn't work out in the long haul. You got to find other streams of income. So if it means doing the bending or getting bent over as a man or selling some poom poom on the side as a woman, you got to do what you got to do. How do you feel about Trump adding a new addition to the White House while government shutdown? I am in a whole foreign country. I can give two fucks about what Trump is doing, to be honest with you. I'm too busy enjoying my time in Brazil and the fact that, yes, I paid 96 cents for a shot of alcohol. For those y'all watching this, I highly recommend Brazil. Like, it's lit as fuck. Of course, some of the stuff you hear is true, but Brazil is so much fucking fun. Everything is so affordable here. If you're a foreigner from the West, like from America, Canada, or the UK, or Europe, it's so affordable. Oh my god! Like I couldn't believe how I paid 96 cents, the most $1.28 for a shot. Cocktails on the streets, cocktails in bars are like no more than $5. Even though like in America, it's like $21 for a fucking cocktail. Here in Brazil, they're like $3, $2 at fucking restaurants. So that's what I recommend everybody do. If you feel the way about that, take a trip to other countries. I will say that we're like still very blessed compared to other places because inflation hit a lot of places very badly and the unemployment rate is awful, not just in America, but in so many other countries. Like it's way worse. So crime has gone up in a lot of countries and there's just a lot of chaos happening and it's rough. Like when you see how inflation has hit other places, you'll be grateful that you come from America. So yeah, when it comes down to Trump and the government shutdowns, I mean, yeah, that sucks. But all you can do is really control yourself, control your savings. Don't get too involved and too invested in politics to where you allow it to dictate your emotions. It just is what it is. Just learn on your own, okay? Let fucking politics, let politics be politics. Let politics politic. Control yourself in your own life the best way you can. Oh shit. Sorry. This hat is like fucking like big. I need something smaller. Yes, I would do a meet and greet in Toronto for sure. Thank you, Nathan Blancard. I appreciate you. Thank you. It's literally on the screen if you decide to. If you don't want to, I completely understand. A like is perfectly fine, and you already showed me mad love. Somebody said I was watching you since middle school. I appreciate that. That's crazy, but I appreciate that. So Kayla Nevin said dealt with a slumlord who claimed to be Jamaican but was a white dude with dreads on Craigslist. Don't do it. Yeah, there's scammers on. People are fucking crazy. You got to be careful. You can't trust nobody who puts an ad listing on the internet. You are right what you said. Trade is, but they are still gay. They just say they are not to feel better about getting pegged. Okay, thanks for like giving me validation, but yeah, you've watched me since 16. That's crazy. I appreciate that. Oh my God, this your first live. Thank you, A Love Six. I appreciate that. I'm happy you caught me live. Thank you. Don't forget about the Malik Taylor video. Some of y'all keep reminding me to do the Malik Taylor video, and I might just have to do it because again, I didn't know Malik Taylor was a fan of me until he had already passed away. People have I know I remember I ended up seeing him show me love one time when I was like randomly doing research for another video. I didn't really know who he was. Like I only knew his YouTube channel as the Unpopular Party. And then I one time saw his video of like him breaking down the story or some shit like that about YouTube and the fate of YouTube. And he showed Lovely T Love and then he showed me love as well. And then he ended up passing away like 3 days later. And then when I found out he passed away, people were telling me, "Oh my God, did you hear how he passed away? He showed you love all the time." And I'm like, "Wait, who is this? I've never heard of Malik Taylor." And then I saw his name on his YouTube was the Unpopular Party, and I was like, "Oh, okay, this guy." People keep asking me to talk about him, but I don't know what to say. But I mean, yeah, I do have some interesting ideas and some thoughts about his passing. It is really sad, and he's been dead for the past 4 months. It's really crazy how he passed away. I still can't believe he's dead. That's crazy to me. Like you go from watching somebody on the internet and seeing somebody on the internet to now them just passing away abruptly. Like you just really never know when somebody's last day will be. I've watched since I was 9. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's fucking crazy though. But I appreciate you watching me at 9. Portions that don't not the hyphen of the percentage out of a donation. Portions that's not even that. Yeah, YouTube does that. Sometimes YouTube will take a portion out of that. Yeah, Lovely T has spoken on this. Other content has spoken on this. Sometimes YouTube will like take a portion. So whatever you said on super chats or on YouTube, YouTube takes like I think 30 or 40% or some shit like that. I don't know what the fuck they take. They take a portion. So whatever you said, YouTube literally got a good portion of it. So if you send me on Cash App or PayPal, my PayPal is literally my email. So just literally go in my description box and look at my email or on one of my YouTube videos, just look for my email and that's my PayPal. And then my Cash App is like literally on the screen if you want to send something. But again, you don't have to if you don't want to. I just appreciate a like or you just being engaged or just giving me a topic to discuss. And again, I appreciate all the 1,000 people that are in here. That's fucking crazy. Can we get some likes on the live? Like just a simple like would make me happy because YouTube's punk at. I'm sorry, I don't want to cuss YouTube out because I don't want to get restricted again. But they literally restricted my last live stream. Like I was going in about so many stuff, giving y'all advice. I was talking about and like I was talking about so much stuff, and then boom, literally once I got off a live, within like 15 minutes, I got like a whole fucking notification that told me we have restricted your live. We don't think it's appropriate. You can't monetize it. And that pissed me off because as a content creator, I rely on my live streams because my live streams do well and I'm able to monetize them. But here's the thing about doing lives is that sometimes they take a lot of your energy, and then when YouTube tells you that they're gonna restrict it and they're not gonna let you monetize it, that sucks because it's not about the fact that it's restricted and kids can't watch me. It's about the fact that they're not gonna push it through the algorithm, so it's gonna get way less views than it would have. So it goes from getting thousands of views within like an hour to now only getting like thousands of views like within a few days because they restricted it and it's not being pushed to the algorithm anymore. And that could be frustrating because not only that, but when my video gets ain't restricted, like shadow ban, it gets to a point where like now I can't even like get it pushed to people because you have to be logged into YouTube to even see the video. So that sucks. So even watch it. Let me see. Okay, thanks for like your perspective and point of view. Like number 685, I appreciate that. Thank you for the super chat. Someone said, I don't know, Trey. That sounds like a sugar baby. Okay, thanks for I don't know. So I don't know. So I can't keep up with the fucking slangs. Thanks for correcting me, y'all. We don't deserve this. Back to back videos. Thank you a ton, Choice. I appreciate that. And guess what? After I get off of this live, I'm gonna work on my unpopular opinions or do whatever type of video. I'm looking for a type of video to do. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing another video. I'm trying to like knock out as much content as possible because I feel like I was very ghost for like the entire month. But yes, best believe I will be doing a really, really good video. So once I get off of here, I'm working on that video. You love my outros when they end. I appreciate that. Thank you. A lot of people don't like them, but a lot of people like them. Remember, I did a poll and I asked, "Do y'all want me to get rid of the singing at the end and just do a regular outro?" And most of y'all said, "No, keep it. Just keep the fucking outro." And I just was like, "Okay, I'm gonna just keep the crazy ass singing." The crazy singing at the end of my videos only started because I hate how YouTube just be copyrighting all of my shit. Like some of my best content ever got blocked worldwide, where people can't even watch it, or some of my best content ever is like not monetized anymore, where I can't make money off of it because I used to put music, normal music at the end for like 10 seconds. Because YouTube had a rule where back then you could use a song for like 15 seconds or less. You couldn't use it for no more than 15 seconds. Now you can even use the shit for like no more than 8 seconds. Like if you use it for even 8 seconds, it's a wrap. Like they're gonna copyright it and then they're gonna fucking monetize it, and Universal Music Group or record labels are gonna take the revenue off that video. So if I do an unpopular opinions video and I put like a Beyonce song at the end, even if I only put Beyonce song for like 12 seconds, if Beyonce's team feels like it was too long, they can monetize and get all the money off of that video that I fucking edited and created. And that fucking sucks. Thank you for your streams. You are underrated, intelligent. I hope you keep making your commentary videos. You express like a known person, will talk to their friends. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I try to just always be real and like not, a Disney Channel nun type of bitch. You feel me? I feel like that's how people resonate and connect with you more when you have like a real opinion and real thoughts. Do you watch any TV shows? Everything bores me. Any TV shows? I watch old TV shows. I still watch Girlfriends. I still watch Lincoln Heights, and I'm currently binge watching Supernatural. So just watch old shit. A lot of the new shit is lame as fuck. And I guess the new show that I like that people are into is Bel Air. It's the reboot for Fresh Prince of Bel Air, and it's fantastic. I'm not up to date on like the new seasons. I haven't watched the two recent new seasons, but I do like Bel Air, so definitely watch that. I do like that show. Really? Queen and Tina are cool now, and Tina was still being messy. I don't even fucking keep up with anything about Queen Aja anymore. So you said, Troy, take the itchy hat off. I'm sorry. Like, maybe I should take it off, but like, I'm not gonna take off my wig. I'm not taking off my wig. But the reason why my hat is itching like this is because, oh my God, it's hot as hell under here. It's super hot. It's super, super hot. And plus, I was like running around, sweating and stuff, trying to set stuff up so I can get ready to go on live. I'm not taking off my wig. Maybe another time. Someone said, Do you often feel like you're stronger than most people around you? Sometimes. I mean, sometimes it sucks that sometimes you got to carry people's weight and be that strong person. But honestly, I just like surrounding myself with other strong people. So I like to be around people who can carry their own weight. And if you can't carry your own weight, then I want to be around you. So that's just what it is. Or I keep you at a healthy distance. That's why, like, anytime I find people that are strong and cool and are smart as fuck, I keep them around. I don't feel small at all. I feel happy as hell that I'm around people that can teach me stuff and I can teach them stuff too. The male rappers are escorts too. I never heard that, but what male rappers are escorts? Maybe some are, but what are? Yep. Shitty music, all that stuff. No, Lori Harvey doesn't need to escort. Her father is Steve Harvey. She has a fucking inheritance. No way in hell she's an escort. I'm not always flexing at all. You went to school with Chris? Poom poom. Yep. I don't trust foreign countries' liquor because of the alcohol content. Honestly, a lot of the liquor you drink is produced in a lot of foreign countries. Like you can't say you can't trust foreign countries' liquors because a lot of the liquor you drink is from Italy. A lot of the wine you drink and the champagne you drink is from France, Italy, Portugal. Some of it is from Sweden, Germany. Like a lot of the liquor you drink and the wine and champagne you drink is from foreign countries. So you can't say you don't trust foreign liquor. Can you say that you don't trust foreign snacks? Because can you say that you don't trust foreign furniture? Because all the furniture that you consume or buy, or some of the stuff that you drink and eat, and even the fruits you eat are from India. A lot of that shit is from Asia, like China and shit. So you can't necessarily say that. Hey, Doctor Choice, that's a new one. Hey, Nightmare Ninja, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you for sending me 9.99. Thank you. I appreciate that a bunch. Very appreciate you, kind of you. I went to school with Krishan, you mean? Oh, which was 30 minutes from Baltimore, not Baltimore and stuff. Okay, so Krishan's not from Baltimore. She's from the outskirts of Baltimore. Thanks for following up on that. At this point, the idea that a man wants the cat for free is just offensive. I don't even want them talking to me for free. Exactly, unless they can benefit you. Because sometimes men are always looking at you as a sexual object, as in like what they can gain from you sexually. So I don't blame you for feeling that way. Thanks for the super chat. Nightmare Ninja again. What's up for Patreon? We ain't seen you. Okay, thanks for telling me that. Okay, you know what? I need to post a new Patreon. You just reminded me. Okay, Patreon, I'll post something on there literally by tomorrow. But yes, I'm gonna be back on Patreon. It just it's been a lot. But yes, I will be back on Patreon. Thanks for reminding me. I'm sorry, my bad. Let me catch up some of these comments. Thanks, Courtney Edwards, for the super chat. Meet and greet in Detroit. That's not a bad idea, Courtney. Maybe I should. I've never been to Detroit. Malik Taylor is an old commentator on YouTube. He used to do commentary videos. He used to show me love, Lovely T love. He used to review and do breakdowns about a lot of stuff going on with baddies and shit like that. And then he abruptly passed away out of nowhere, literally like a few months ago, which is crazy. And it was a very popular story on TikTok. Just type his name on TikTok and you'll see. Thanks for this. Thanks for the Cash App, Gabby. Gabby just sent like $2. I appreciate you. I'm gonna send you a heart on Cash App. Thanks, Gabrielle. I appreciate that. Thank you for the $2 on Cash App. I greatly appreciate you. What is Troy's gonna say about Malik Taylor though? There's just a lot of conspiracy theories surrounding his death, but I don't really know what else to say. But maybe I could do a breakdown because no one really has done like a deep dive breakdown from what I know about who he was and more. I really just found out what yachting was. Yeah, people who date rich, ugly, creepy men and they date them on yachts and they do whatever they want. They party, they get lit, and they're basically just like call boys or call girls on a yacht who dress real sexy and make whoever the fuck booked them on that yacht feel good. They get a bunch of free food and they just get to hang around and smash a bunch of rich guys that are old and dusty looking and crusty just for some financial stability. Yeah, Malik Taylor died. You didn't know? That's crazy. You cried after Malik Taylor passed away? I'm sad to hear that. Put Malik Taylor on TikTok and then you'll find out who I'm talking about. For those of you who keep asking me, who is that? Your brother's going to Brazil in January for a college trip. It's his first time leaving the country. Any tips, do's, and don'ts while there? He'll be in Rio and Sao Paulo while there. My best advice for him, if you want to save money, take a bus out of Rio, go to Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo and Rio are literally 6 hours away from each other by bus and by car. So they have really luxury and affordable buses in Brazil. So the buses are cheaper. Like it'll instead of him paying $160 or $200 to go from Rio to Sao Paulo, he could be paying like literally $28 to go from Rio to Sao Paulo. So both of those cities are very like the bus infrastructure is really really lit in Brazil. That's what I would say. It's lit as fuck in Brazil. So tell them to take those buses. Tell them to explore other cities in Brazil. Tell him to stay the fuck away from taxis and to just use. If he doesn't listen to anything I say, tell your brother to not go inside of a taxi. Taxi drivers are shitheads. They will always fuck you over. They'll always charge you some certain amount of money. Sometimes they'll encourage you to get in their car and then just charge you like, oh, $40, like once it's time to get there, even though they should be charging you $7 because they think because you're a foreigner, you got the money and can pay them. So yeah, that's my advice. Don't go into taxis. Always Uber everywhere, and he'll be fine. Just practice normal street smarts and just make sure you Uber everywhere. Don't walk around nowhere too long. It's very common to get mugged and get chain snatched or have somebody steal your phone or your shit. So just make sure your brother knows not to walk around nowhere by himself. Because yeah, in Brazil they be robbing, snatching shit from people. And if they see that you're not from there or they hear your accent, they taking your shit. And let your brother also know that anywhere near the beach is safe. So if he's anywhere near the beach, he'll be mostly safe, but at the same time, not really. Because sometimes in Brazil, it's very common for people to charge you like for trail mix or people want to sell you stuff on the beach. Like, oh, do you want to buy these wristbands? Or hey, do you want some cocktails on the beach? And then they'll fuck you over by like charging like $85 for a cocktail on the beach. But it really should be like 3, $4. So tell your brother like always make sure he pays attention to what he's paying for because sometimes you'll use Apple Pay or contact pay with your phone or tap to pay using your card and then they'll like put in some random number and then they'll literally like pretend that you gave them that money as a tip if you try to report them. So just make sure your brother pays attention. Make sure your brother has like the little converter app so that way he converts how much he's paying. So like if they say, oh, it's about 120 Brazilian. So that way he make sure he like before he pays anything, make sure he goes on the app on his phone and says, okay, how much is that? How much is this? How much is that? If your brother ever like goes to Brazil and his service ain't working, if he needs Wi-Fi, most McDonald's and most restaurants have Wi-Fi. So that's my best advice. And I hope you don't take this lightly. So make sure he stays his ass in Ubers and make sure he always looks at what the fuck he's paying. Don't just fucking swipe your card willy nilly. I don't fucking care. Look at the fucking card reader because they will scam you and hustle you. And then guess what? If you tell Brazilians, they'll be like, oh, well, you know, it happens everywhere. Or like, oh, wow, like you got to be careful. But, you know, it'll happen anywhere because they just want to justify the fact that people should be like more smarter and watch out for scammers and they're just liberal when it comes to like people being thieves because in some people's head it's just like well this country's struggling so that's why they do that but yeah it's just be careful like no like no Brazilians aren't going to feel any sympathy for you if you got God. That's all I'm gonna say. So make sure you're always like, how much am I paying? Let me see the card reader. Let me see your computer screen. I don't give a fuck if you're buying a fucking chewing gum. Like, look at that fucking card reader. Because some man tried to charge me $115 for a bag of fucking fruit. And I was about to tap my card, but before I did that, I was like, wait, hold on. Let me see. No, no, turn that card reader around so I can see. And I was like, wait, 500 Brazilian? And the reason I know that was a lot of money because anything over 100 like 100 Brazilian is $20, 20 or 18 euros. So once I saw 500 Brazilian, I was like, what's that? 800 Brazilian? That's weird. What the hell? And then he like was like, how much do you want to pay? Like he got really awkward because he only put that in there because he asked me like where I was from. And I stupidly told him, which I usually don't do this. I told him America. And then he was like, "Oh, okay, yes. Let me give you some gifts. Hey, let me put some peanuts in your bag for you. Oh, here's some gifts." Like he kept trying to be like, and I was like, "No, no, I'm fine, I'm fine." He just kept insisting on putting gifts in my bag. And I was like, "No, it's okay, it's okay." He's like, "No, here's some gifts, here's some gifts." And then he tried to charge me 115 fucking dollars for some fucking fruit. I was really upset. So yeah, just be careful. Make sure he's always paying attention because everybody's always trying to scam you and fuck you over. It's not about getting kidnapped or robbed or making yourself a target. It's just that when somebody realizes you're a foreigner and you don't speak Portuguese or don't know basic Portuguese phrases, they will fuck you over and finesse you. It just is what it is. Someone said, someone said, yeah, it's better to cash app. Yep. How did he die? I don't know how. Long story short, a natural tragedy. Oh my god, I didn't know he died. Yeah, like I watch it all the time. My jaw's on the floor. Yeah, how y'all? I'm surprised some of y'all didn't know Malik Taylor died, but y'all watch his video. That's crazy. It was on TikTok going viral. I didn't realize how much of a reach he had after he passed away. Like I'm telling you, I was shocked how it was reported everywhere. Like the Shade Room talked about it, major media outlets talked about it. Like he just abruptly died. Choice, what are some side hustles? Uber Eats, Postmates, food delivery apps. If you want to make some extra money on the side, I guess you can do things such as Amazon Shipped, SHIPT. So you can help Amazon deliver products because they have so many fucking products and packages and don't have enough employees sometimes. So you can literally do Amazon Shipped. It's an app, and then they'll like give you packages to drop off, and you can drop it off and make some extra money on the side per package. So there's that. Thank you for the super chat, Kayla. I appreciate you. How do you feel with a bipolar slash mean boy, crazy, ghosting type friend? When people ghost you, let them sort out their own problems and own issues, and then they'll probably come crawling back eventually. You said it was a friend, not a partner or someone you were dating. If it's a friend and they feel the need to ghost you, keep a healthy distance and let them stay ghost at the end of the day. Because if they can't have an effective, mature conversation after ghosting you, they just aren't worth your time anyways. Or before ghosting you, they're not worth your time. Because someone going ghost is the ultimate disrespect. At least check somebody and call somebody out for why you're ghosting, or just legitimately have a good reason as to why you have to keep your distance and tell them that. People can't fucking read minds. What's the easiest way to become a digital nomad full time or at least part time, like half the year? If you want to be a digital nomad, become a YouTuber, start an online business where you can do it online, take it with you. Find a remote job, like work for like Apple Security, work like for a customer service job where you like get to have your microphone in your ear and talk to customers and shit like that. And then you get to like bring your work with you, and they don't need to know that you're in state or in the country that you work in. They just need to know that you're like at your computer working. So find a good remote job. Find somebody, utilize your network. Be like, hey, like, do you know anyone at your job that's offering like a remote job? Or like, hey, can I use you as a reference? Or hey, can you refer me to this job? Or is your job hiring? Like anyone that works remotely, just ask them and talk to them. They'll be happy to help you out if they fuck with you. Do you still use Robinhood? No, but I still keep tabs on it. I use Coinbase. I more so care about cryptocurrency right now. I think I still have some stocks, but I have some stocks on my brokerage account, on my retirement account through Charles Schwab. And then I have cryptocurrencies that I just focus on. And then I just quietly just keep my cryptocurrencies and not say anything. Tris Wisdom already answered this. My bad. I'm late on this. Let me see. Boom, boom, boom. It ain't no AC. There is AC actually. Damn, you actually just reminded me. I told you I'm hot. I told y'all I'm hot. And some of y'all are just like, where's the AC? You're right, actually. Like now that I think about it, there is AC, but I think I turned it off because I didn't want like too much noise. But there is AC. You don't have to suffer for us. Release the wig and let the scout breathe. Okay, let me be right back real quick. I'm gonna actually turn on my fucking air conditioner. Give me like 5 minutes. No, 5 seconds actually. Okay. Okay. So I just turned on my air conditioner. I'm good now. I can't believe I didn't think about that. Thank you, duh. Like, of course, there's fucking AC in here. So yeah, my AC's running now. I'm good now. One Tree Hill, the Grassy are good old shows to watch. I agree. What's the unpopular opinion you think the world would go against you on? Um, I'll save that for another day. But an unpopular opinion that I have that the world would be against me on, when it came down to, I'll save that for another day. Thanks for the super chat, Michu La France. That's actually a pretty name. Hit the like button, y'all. The likes and views ain't matching. Yes, y'all, please hit the fucking like button, okay? Hit the fucking like button, okay? Like we have all these people in here. Hit the like button. How many likes do we have in here? Can y'all like update me and let me know? Ubers are cheap in Brazil. Yeah, they're like $2, $3. Someone said you talk about how a lot of non-American POCs chase whiteness for a while when coming to America. I've been watching for a while. I appreciate your content. Thank you, Lauren. I appreciate you so much. What do you mean they chase whiteness? Like they look for white validation because they feel like, hmm, I got to think about it real quick. Like you got to give me an example. Is it because like a lot of them are eager for white acceptance because they know white America is like what runs the world? I'm not sure what you mean. You got to be specific. Aoki Lee, you mean like Russell Simmons' daughter? Let's see. Thoughts on people saying Taylor Swift's music is bland. I like Taylor Swift's music, but I don't fucking care that much about her new project. But I like her music actually. Yachty sounds like what all those streamers be doing to them girls on live, and then ain't no telling what they be on after the live. Yeah, you really think they be on the lives just to like look cute? Some of those girls are hoeing. It is what it is. But some of those girls are just generally there to look cute and to like make good content. Not all of them are hoeing, but some of them are. But not all of them. So let's not like put that on all of them. Yep, taxes are a scam. Yeah, taxi drivers suck everywhere you go. Like I've noticed that out of all the 16 countries I go to, you just can't trust taxi drivers, even in America. Yeah, escorting happens. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Ruby Rose's parents are pretty well off, but her sounding meow and kitty cat is like, I don't even know how I believe that, to be honest with you. She's an OnlyFans girl, so technically she is a sex worker, but her parents are well off. Like this girl done took trips to this country, that country, been here, been there, never had a struggle for a dime. Ruby Rose's parents are well off. I'm actually really shocked that her parents are so well off like this. Yeah, but Ruby Rose never had to struggle for shit. What's the top choice? What's the topic for today? You are hella fucking late because we talked about a lot of shit in this live. Okay, yeah, that's a good point that Cardi B talks about things going on in the world, but she is disattached because she sometimes doesn't understand how the world lives because of how rich and wealthy she is. Hi, Choice. I've been watching since Conspiracy Theory, COP, YouTube drama, and Storytime era. Thank you for being genuine and staying true to yourself. Thank you, Nell Slays. I appreciate that. And thank you for the super chat. I greatly appreciate that. And I appreciate you for sticking around for so long. That's like real OG shit. Like you're talking about like the conspiracy theories. I haven't done one of those in a long ass time. That's you're a real one for remembering that. You remember the Goosebumps intro and all that, how I used to mix like spaghetti and mayonnaise and ketchup and all that stuff. That was a crazy time to be alive. And I appreciate people who still watch me to this day and have like watched me grow and do more than just those type of videos. Because I want to make more timeless content. So sometimes I don't do the same content anymore, even though some of y'all really want me to. But I appreciate people who still watch me and still grew with me. What's your favorite movie genre? I'm okay with horror, but I like psychological thrillers. One of my favorite movies is Lucy, Lucy, with Scarlett Johansson. It's a psychological thriller that makes you think. Those are my favorite. I speak 4 languages. I work remotely as a translator. That's incredible. So you're able to pretty much travel and do what you want because you work remotely. I predict Northwest will be the next bad baby. She needs to stay away from Tyler the Creator as well. Honestly, I'm scared for that girl, but I feel like she'll turn out fine. I think she's just going through some phases right now because I mean her dad's crazy. Her dad's not really around like that, and her mom is always traveling and just letting her daughter have a lot of free time. So I mean, Norfolk has a pretty strong foundation of cousins and siblings and relatives and nannies and shit. But I think she's gonna be like the new really, really lit it girl in the next 5 years. I think she's gonna have a really big platform. I think we're gonna see her in movies, TV shows, a successful business. I mean, her mom's literally building a $1 billion empire that she's gonna personally hand over to her. So there's that. A girl would never have to worry about a dime in her life. Did you take a hit with the crash recently? Of course, yeah, of course. And then the more Bitcoin goes up, the more other cryptos go up. So that's the one thing you gotta know. Bitcoin is like the standard. So if you invest into any other cryptocurrency, keep in mind that because Bitcoin is a standard and like the first big mainstream cryptocurrency, if Bitcoin goes up, all the other cryptos go up as well. If Bitcoin crashes, all the other ones crash as well. Yeah, don't let people back in after they ghost you, do weird manipulative shit. Just don't let them in. Black Caribbeans bash Black Americans. Sometimes they do. Okay, that's what you mean. Yeah, but they subconsciously rather be white accepted. Yeah, that's because they had the stigma of what it means to be Black in America and how they're treated because of the stereotypes and the stigmas that have followed Black people in America for many generations. So sometimes they have a disdain for a lot of the Black people who they perceive as just ghetto or less than, or just extra or dramatic because they don't understand or can't connect to them. So that's what it is. They hate how they're perceived. They hate the notion of what it means to be Black in America. That's what they don't like. But they love the benefits and what Black people have paved for them, hence why they're able to come to America and reap the benefits. That's what they love, the benefits. My bad. I have to respond to this message really quickly. Okay. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Girl on the Train. Girl on the Train was fire. I've never seen that movie. Choice, everything you've made in your career is timeless and original. Just keep doing you. Anything you put out can be watched a million times and refreshed. That's a good point. Okay, I appreciate that. That's the point. Like, I just want to make timeless content. So I appreciate you like making it clear that to just keep doing what I'm doing. Yeah, Lucy was amazing. Yeah, Alabama Barker. That's a crazy era. Okay. So for the most part, let me ask, how many likes do I have on this live? I wasn't paying attention when y'all commented. What happened to your podcast? I haven't been as consistent as I'd like to be. I just been kind of focusing on creating my content. And sometimes people come to forget that I do everything by myself, like Patreon, podcasting, editing, thumbnails, lighting, editing, sound, microphone, like everything is literally all me. So sometimes it takes a lot of my energy, but I still love doing everything on my own. It's just I haven't really squeezed enough energy with my podcast, but I definitely will be doing that for sure. Like I'm like producer, writer, I'm fucking everything. It's a lot. I'm sorry, but an unpopular opinion is that Cher didn't marry a rich man. She married a financially stable man who was stable enough to get her a decent home and who was stable enough to like pay all the bills while she could stay at home and just work on her business. I think that's somewhat of a win because most women don't even get that. I think she just promotes the idea of finding a provider, and I think she has that. So I think a provider is just pretty much all she's ever wanted and what most women ever want. Truth, I have good taste in content and have been watching for a while. Thank you. Unfortunately, I had to unsub from Sloan and Spill Sesh because they just felt too cheesy and like a cash grab. What do you mean? I'd love to like hear you elaborate on that more. Like, what is it about Sloan or Spill Sets that feels more like a cash grab? Do you feel like they're not putting much effort in their content and they're just posting just to post? There's no passion. What do you think? I'd like to hear your perspective. Yeah, Sheriff Seven's husband is an engineer. He's a tech guy. He's a tech engineer. He's stable enough. I mean, that guy makes at least six figures a year, at least 100K a year. With that kind of career, that's at least 100K. If not, at least 80K. That's true. Manipulators always try to come back. They love how you make them feel when they like the validation loop. I'm a faceless cab model. What do you think about it? I mean, if it pays the bills and it gives you some extra money pocket, why not? It actually helped me learn how to charge for me time because before I did stuff for free. Honestly, it starts off with being faceless and eventually you show your face. I don't blame you. It's a nice hustle. It's fun. And if you're passionate about it and you enjoy it and you enjoy the control and the power it makes you feel, hell, have fun. I'm pretty chill and open minded about that, those kind of things. Choice, would you ever think about a travel blog since you travel so much? I think that would be so great, some great content. I'd have to live vicariously through you because I ain't traveling with kids, LOL. I don't blame you. You don't want to take your kids anywhere because they're gonna ruin shit. When your kids are older, then you could travel with them, they can carry their own weight. Or it could be a situation where like if you have like a support system that you could travel with that can afford to get their own tickets, but you know what? I actually would do a travel vlog because I did one. If you've never watched it, I recommend watching it. It's a vlog when I went to Trinidad. So to watch my vlog when I went to Trinidad, I think you'd like that. I'll do more. It just sometimes I just be kind of like in my own head, going through stuff, trying to like actually sort out like taxes, life, editing, getting content done, that commentary done. Sometimes I don't be like having the energy to like vlog because vlogging takes a lot of time. It takes like having to go places and then sometimes I go to Easternized countries, well, most times. So sometimes I be kind of nervous about vlogging and taking my camera out. But I'll still vlog. Like, why not? Like, I could still get like one of those clip-on mics, or I could like get those meta glasses where I could like literally film shit. Those are cool too. That'll be fun. What camera and mic do you use? I used the Rode Mic Go. It was like $250. Well, like 280, 220, something like that. I use a Rode Mic Go, really great microphone. Or I use like a little clip-on mic that I got from Amazon. So if I don't want to use that, I'll just put my little clip-on mic that goes inside like my little charger port. It's like $30 on Amazon. I recommend getting it. I go on the voice app, boom. I'm able to talk on my phone just like this, and it amplifies and it sounds just like a microphone. And then my camera is a Canon Rebel SL2. If you forget, just go to like any description of any of my YouTube videos, scroll all the way down to the end of my description, and I always put what camera I use. And then I use iMovie to edit. Sloan is so Disney. Yeah, he's pretty polished and chill. I love Sloan. He doesn't give crash grab, in my opinion. Sharon was sued by JCPenney. That's T. No way. Didn't JCPenney go bankrupt and disappear? I don't even think that's possible. Yeah, content creators have gotten very lazy with their content. Some people are just sitting down doing podcasts with no fucking commentary, no organized topics, no fucking personality, and content creators, they've gotten really lazy with shit. Choice, I like the way you used to do food reviews at different restaurants. They were hilarious, and you were raw with your feedback. I was. Y'all got my honest reaction when I would go to Jamaican restaurants or Chinese restaurants and try food from different places. And I used to just like roast and drag it and so much more. Let me like promote this for my Instagram. So yeah, this is me going live. Promote this for my. Okay, I'm just like my bad. Okay. Anyways, okay. Let me get right back on it. Sorry, my bad. I'm trying to like post it and promote this live stream so more people can come in. Anyways, okay. Yeah. So yes, consecrators have gotten lazy. You said you want me to do more of those. I mean, I could. I could do like one of those worst review foods, but I'm not gonna lie. Like, I've been kind of nervous nowadays in inflation. Like now, a lot of the food quality has gone down to the point where like now I'm kind of nervous to go places and then order like worst reviewed food. Like sometimes I go places and I'm like, ugh, like I feel like I'm at a worst reviewed restaurant. Like sometimes people don't even put much effort in the food nowadays because inflation has made people like cut back on ingredients and like food items. So now I feel like sometimes I get horrible quality food sometimes when I go out to eat because of inflation. But you know what? I'll actually do this. I'll do one for you because why not? Like I don't mind doing one. Like I just stopped doing those because I just didn't like. I feel like I did the Chinese one. I did a Jamaican one. I never did an Indian one. I was supposed to do an Indian one. I never did. I did a Nigerian one. That one was fucking crazy. I'll do an Indian one because why not? I'll do an Indian one or I'll do like a soul food one. I've never done that before, but why not? Or unless you have another suggestion of where I should get the worst reviewed food from, like what genre of food? Let me see. I feel like 2015 was the golden era of YouTube. It really was. I feel like 2011 to 2018 was. I love your videos. I keep rewatching all of them, including your podcast. You should definitely vlog like you used to. Okay, I definitely will, because why not? Been following Sheriff for years. He's an engineer for the government. They're living comfortably in Texas. I don't think she's happy in it, but that's not what she preaches. Consistent at least, LOL. Yeah, she's not very happy in her marriage or happy with him. She definitely probably got a couple men on the side, or she definitely got a situationship or so on the side, but she's not happy at all with that man. She's happy at the fact that she has her bills paid. Because the fact that she'll be like, oh, who cares if he cheats? I don't care. I don't care if he cheats. Yeah, he probably does cheat because that's how she ended up finding him. She found that man because he was cheating on his own fucking wife and then eventually got with her, got her pregnant, and then eventually made her a wife. And he takes care of her and pays the bills. And yeah, he's a provider and she's okay with it. She's okay with that kind of lifestyle. So it is what it is, right? Sloan can be a bit biased sometimes. A lot of Sloan's claims, he says, he just says that I'm backing up with audio or footage. Do you watch Lovely T? Yes, I do. That's my girl. I'm actually cool with her in real life. Yeah, food these days just seems barely edible these days. Indian restaurant? Okay, why not? I love watching your lives. Thank you. I appreciate that. Sassy by Rososis. She used to sell pics. Wait, Sure Seven used to sell sexual pics. Where the fuck? When? I wouldn't be surprised. The way she be talking about providers and using your sexual energy to get what you want, I wouldn't be surprised. Choice worst food, British food. Yeah, British is the worst food. British was the worst. Yeah, eating out nowadays is like frozen dinners. Okay, sorry, I dipped for a second to find the video. Oh no, it's fine. I'm happy you're back though and you found it. Yeah, some of LA's food has drastically changed after the pandemic. Yeah, I agree. Quality has gone down horribly after that, after the Panda Express. What do you think about TikTokers dying left and right? Isn't it kind of coincidental? TikTok has a big algorithm. There's billions of people on the platform. So I just feel like, I mean, it does seem like a weird, odd coincidence. It doesn't seem, it just, no, it doesn't seem like a coincidence at all, actually, now that I think about it. But I don't know. I think people just die every day, B. Niggas die every day, B. Let me not even go there. But I don't know, but I'm not gonna lie. There are a lot of TikTokers dying. Like you find out every other month of a TikToker dying. It is kind of weird. You gotta show us Brazilian food, or at least show us what you've been out while over there. I should. I've been doing a lot. I've been here literally for like a month and some change. Yeah, I don't do blood sausage. It's a thing for many cultures, yes, but no. Have we discussed Mary Jane? Yes, we did. You're gonna have to watch the playback. Some people are even saying that they think I should try to find her because me and Mary Jane Byram are in the same country right now. I'm in Brazil visiting, and she's also here, and she's not that far from me, and maybe I could track her down. But some of y'all are saying, don't do it, don't waste your fucking time. It's not that serious, just let it go. And some of y'all are saying yes. But I said if I can get 3K likes, yeah, sure, I'd consider it. But anyways, besides that, how many likes do I have on the live? Let me see what y'all said. Yes, I'll do the Young Pharaoh video. You always remind me, and I just never do it. Serbian food? I've never had, but it looks so yummy on the channel. Huh? Okay, I've never had Serbian food or thought about even trying Serbian food. Honestly, I always avoid European food unless it's like Italian or Portuguese or Spanish food. Share 7 sold her pick for $20, and she also has a battery charge. Share 7 has a battery charge? What the fuck? I didn't even know that. That's crazy. I'm gonna have to do some more research on that. I mean, Share 7 has never really gave me like easy going, chill ass, good person. She seems like a cool girl. But I don't know. But maybe that was her past. Because sometimes people have charges from things they did back in the day and then they changed, right? People can change when they make bad decisions and have criminal records. Yes, I'll start doing those Where Are They Now videos again, like I used to do, like with Amanda Bynes. I will. Y'all always tell me to bring back some of the old nostalgia content I used to do, and I will. My last nostalgia content was when I talked about Black child stars. That went crazy. That was like my last nostalgic video, and I'll do another one because why not? I'll do another nostalgic video. Do you travel in the US? Yes, I do travel in my country of America, but I try not to because there's so much to see in this world. And it's kind of like, why should I even travel overseas? I mean, travel throughout my own country when I can go overseas and see more of the world. Like my country's not going anywhere. Why go around my country when I can go see the world? I don't know. Something just came over me ever since I got a passport. But yes, I really should travel in my own country more. But no, that can happen last. I need to see the world first, and then I'll travel throughout America more. I've already been to like 13 U.S. states. Yes, we did talk about Mary Jane Byron. We did. I did. I did talk about Mary Jane Byron. I did. I talked about her earlier. You're gonna have to watch the playback. Watch the playback. We talked about her from like I think minute 10 up to like I no, I talked about it from like minute 8 up to like minute 28 or some shit. So when you watch the playback, you'll see it. And then I sporadically dropped her name in here and there, but you'll watch it. So shout out to everyone that's watching the playback and shout out to everyone that's gonna watch the playback. And if you're watching this, please leave a like. Please, because they fuck YouTube effed me over with my last live stream. Shadow banning and shit. Fuck wrong with them. LA will never be the same. All the influencers are running to New York now. A lot of them are running to Houston. Hell, a lot of them are running to Atlanta. A lot of them are running to Austin, Texas, and a lot of other places. Have you tried Cuban food yet? Of course, I've tried Cuban food. I grew up in Miami, Florida. Cuban food is just like everywhere. Cuban bread, Cuban coffee, Cuban pasta, Cuban sandwiches, Cuban pizza. I grew up in Miami, Florida. Cubans run shit there. Oh, you told me to okay. You so Lisa had you rolling about her video about the substitute teacher, the teacher bay. Okay, I'm gonna watch it. I'll watch her video. I haven't watched her video in a minute, but I'm gonna watch her video. Chris, how do you feel about these lab test monkeys that keep ending up in crashes and they escape and wreak havoc and folks? It happened a couple of days ago in Mississippi. I feel it's on purpose. 100%. Because why the fuck they keep doing all these weird ass nasty experiments and injecting these animals with these fucking STDs and these fucking like illnesses, and then all of a sudden they get lost and get loose? How the fuck do they just get loose like that? That doesn't make any sense unless somebody's letting them loose. Somebody said, laugh my ass off. Unless you're going to square up with Mary Jane, let it go. Okay, I'll let it go. Why not? Some of y'all are saying let it go. Some of y'all are saying go find her because I'm not that far from her. We're literally visiting the same country. But like you said, just let it go. Like just do my content, do my videos, and move on. Like I already like gave enough awareness. But like I said, 3K likes a baby. But other than that, no, it's not. I thought that's, yeah, it was 906 likes. Oh my god, do it. I was somebody said do it, and I'll send $20 on Cash App. The fuck? Oh my god, no, $20 is not worth it. 3K likes, but honestly, like I said, like some of y'all are saying, do it. Some of y'all are saying do it. Some of y'all are saying don't. But I don't know. Whatever, whatever's meant to be. But I'm probably gonna mind my business and just let her do her own fucking thing. Will you sell your LA apartment when you move out the states? I don't own my LA apartment, but I would probably continue to rent it out if I move out of the states because I love LA. LA's home, but I don't want to give my apartment because if I do, that'll like really fucking suck. I don't want to give my apartment to be honest with you. 921K, 921 likes. I appreciate that. Thank you everyone else watching my live stream. I appreciate that. For everyone that's talking about a whole bunch of other stuff, again, to make it very clear, I've already talked about a lot of what y'all are mentioning. If I'm ignoring your message, I'm either not seeing it or it's because I already talked about it. So please understand that you gotta watch the playback. Okay, it costs nothing. You can watch the playback and figure out the rest later. Just watch the playback. Unsubscribe, bitch. Unsubscribe. Make sure you quote that as well. Well, I actually put that on a shirt a long time ago when I used to sell merchandise. Somebody said, "What does that have to do with any of y'all? Use that advice to level up your life." True. Hmm. Sherry Stephen was a mortician. Clearly, there's a dark side to her. Probably, unless that was a job that paid pretty well. Morticians make good money. Pedalport bros. Yeah, a lot of passport bros travel. Like a lot of guys who can't get women in America or don't like women in America, they go to like countries like Colombia or Brazil to get women and bag women, and then they essentially, yikes. Sometimes they even like go younger. That's all I'm gonna say. It was a different time too. Cher is in her 40. That generation used to get down. There was no social media back then. That's true. You're such a cutie pie with your hats. I appreciate that, Laura. Thank you. Hi, Trish. I love your commentary. Thank you, Tamika. I appreciate you for watching and I appreciate your support. Still cackling at when Choice confronts a major mom in Amsterdam. I heard lies 4 years ago. People still bring that up to me every chance they get. That's literally my best video ever. Go to Temecula or La Jolla for the Havana Kitchen. I've been to La Jolla, I think. That's like past San Diego. Okay, I'll try Havana Kitchen. Why not? Yeah, Shara Seven does witchcraft. She's also had a dark side to her. You just came back from Japan. It was the best time of my life. Okay, you need to tell me all about Japan. They say that when you go to Japan, you just never see the country you're from the same ever again because they're so ahead of the curve and updated with everything. So you said it was the best time of your life. Okay, I've always wanted to go to Japan. It's been on my bucket list since I was a child. So thank you for telling me that. You just inspired me to go. How was the food though? Was it bland? Was it okay? Was it expensive? Did you find Japan to be expensive? You need to tell me these things straight up. Any Halloween plans? No, not at all. I don't really celebrate Halloween. I just don't know what to celebrate. I haven't celebrated Halloween since I was a child. Because I just don't know what the fuck to do. Like, unless I'm going to like a party, but I don't know what the fuck to do for Halloween. I like Halloween, but I just don't know what the fuck to do. Yeah, that video was so funny. I love to see what's going on with the TikTokers. Okay, I'm gonna go watch that video because why not? I never like empanadas. I went to that Cuban restaurant, literally life changing, so juicy, and the sauce is like a spicy orange garlic. Yum. Okay, Havana Kitchen in Temecula. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna actually do that. Why not? Thanks for telling me that. What did Mary J. Barham do? Fill me in. She scammed hundreds of people that were her followers. Essentially, she's a world traveler, and she told people, if you want to travel the world with me, I'll book your flight and I'll get your hotel because I get discounted flights and shit. Send me $2,000 on Zelle and I'll handle the rest. People would send her $2,000. She would take their money, then she would block them and not answer them and not respond. Some people, she gave them back their money. Others, she didn't. She wanted to start like a little travel business where she was like a travel guide and like teach people how to travel the world and be a boss like her. She ended up fucking over so many people because she needed the money. She kept people's money. She was on demon time and she would block their asses. And then many of them would make videos talking about it. So if you just look up Mary J. Byram scammed me, you'll see so many people who came forth and said Mary J. Byram scammed me. And if you don't want to watch their videos, you can watch my videos where I broke down the stories word for word, verbatim, and have completely investigated it. So just go do that. 938 likes, 939 likes. Thank you. Someone said track her down. That's crazy. Trace, how can I stop getting nervous about posting content and just go for it? Just fucking post it. Literally. Like, challenge yourself and tell yourself the only thing that's getting in the way between your goals is you and your ego. So tell yourself, if I don't do this and post content now, I'm gonna regret it in the next 5 years because you will. If you don't post your content, you're gonna look back in 5 years and be like, damn, when I had the chance and when Choice told me I should have posted my content. So remember, do what yourself in 5 years will thank you for it. And that's my best advice. Oh my god, 47 likes. Someone said I'll ask for 25. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Let me see. Somebody said, "Do you?" I'm sorry. I'm trying to read these. Make a channel, upload clipped videos of your lives. That's a good idea. Post my clips. Do you think AI will become a real threat to the music industry? 100%. They're already making AI music artists. I lost my drink. I'm mad. Drink some water. Let's talk about Baby. No Playhouse then. I don't know what to say. I moved from Palm Springs, California to Texas. Best move ever. So many Californians leave Cali and go to Texas, and many of them regret it. But then some of them say it was the best thing ever. Why do you like Texas so much? What was it about Texas that warms your heart so much? And the scenery by the beach is amazing. I want to go to 7-Eleven in Japan. Oh my God. Yeah, you can get those little ramen cups in 7-Eleven Japan. In Japan 7-Elevens. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. You're the only content creator I know that takes the time to answer everyone's questions. Love your videos. I appreciate that. I don't want to just read super chats. I'll read super chats and prioritize super chats, but I really want to read what people are saying because some people don't have the means to super chat me. So, like, why would I just ignore people's comments and then just like only read the super chats? I want to read what everyone's saying. Do I think YouTube has its prime? Da, da, da. I feel like the heavy restrictions they are needed. Honestly, yeah, YouTube definitely did pass its prime, but YouTube is still the biggest search engine in the world that everyone in the world loves. So I think YouTube is going through a weird shift right now, and I think it'll take some time for it to shift into a better place. Okay, I'll check out La Hola. Why not? Japan is lit, affordable, hospitable, clean, everything. I went in March. My birthday is at 12. Oh my God. First off, happy early birthday. Oh my God. Someone said, yes, I'm in Japan now. I used to live here a few years back, but it's a nice to come back for a long time as a visitor instead. Work culture here is extremely toxic. Is it because it's like New York where everybody has to hustle, 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 hustle to get by? Halloween will be a movie night for me. Oh my God. Okay, you know what? You're right. That's what I do on Halloween. Every Halloween, I watch Halloween Town or I watch like Hocus Pocus or those little Halloween Disney movies because they always live stream for free on YouTube, on the Disney channel on YouTube. So those are my Halloween plans. Zodiac signs are Leo. I've been to Japan. Food is pretty cheap and healthy. Once you go, you probably don't want to come back. Yikes. Okay, I'll go. Someone said, "What if she's following me, you choice?" I doubt it. She won't even say my fucking name. To be honest, those that are afraid to post content on the internet are usually ones being judgmental towards others. Probably, they probably don't want people to have an opportunity to say something bad about them, but you gotta just post your content or no one's gonna fucking care. It's better you post it, people talk shit, than you not post it and you not get anywhere. No, I didn't hear about the substitute teacher who got fired recently. I love California, it's too expensive. Oh, California's wildly expensive, but it forces you to hustle. What time is it there? It's about midnight over here in Brazil. Well, it's 1 a.m. actually. I left LA for Houston. That's an interesting move. I thought about making that move. And honestly, it was for the diversity. I grew up surrounded by whites, Asians, Mexicans, and just felt so out of touch until I came to Houston. A lot of black women say that too. A lot of women of color say that they never really got approached like that by men so frequently until they moved to the South. But I'm happy Houston like bought that out of you. Texas corny, they just feel happy paying less, something a little different. But if you come from a place like Nevada or Arizona, you're not that impressed. Good point. Don't Look Under the Bed movie was that movie. I never heard of Don't Look Under the Bed, but I'll watch it because why not? You subscribe to people that you don't agree with, like Amir Odom. Because you, good point. Yeah. Oh my God! Thanks for the super chat, Cyrus Henry. Thank you again for the second super chat. So, Mushy Girls is a all women owned shroomery, but they only deliver. Get Well Shrooms from San Diego was good too. From San Diego, okay, that sounds good. But they only deliver. I gotta find their Instagram, Mushy Girls. I'll do that for sure. You and your boyfriend watching the Paranormal Activity movies in order. It's been fun. I'm glad to hear that. I never liked Paranormal Activity movies. I just don't like the shaky camera vibes. But I'm glad people are. I'm glad you have a tradition of watching the scary movies as well. I love my community too. Yeah, I've never heard of Mushy Girls. They're literally in San Diego, but it's good to hear because I love mushrooms. I love shrooms. Someone said, I don't think not wanting to post means you're judgmental. I've just seen how brutal people are on the internet and can be for the smallest things. Then just simply don't read the comments, to be honest with you. Just don't read the comments. Let's see. React to short movies on YouTube? Maybe, why not? Have you watched The Mister? I have not. Okay, listen, I have been on here for a long ass fucking time. I'm gonna get off of here in the next 3 minutes. It's about to be 2 hours and 30 minutes of my ass being on here. And I am so grateful for everyone that came here and watched. I'm so grateful for all the people that are on here. First of all, this is a lot of fucking people. For a while, I had 1,000 people. Now I'm just under 1,000. Could y'all do me a favor and give me a nice like on this live stream, please? Pretty please. I would greatly appreciate y'all. How many likes do I have on this stream? Please let me know because again, I'm gonna knock out. But actually not even gonna knock out. I'm actually gonna work on my next YouTube video. I might do an unpopular opinions, but I want to get ready for my next video because I want to I'm like ready to get to posted. Like I'm not playing. Like I'm ready to get shit done. Okay. Like I'm ready to just boom, 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 film this content, get these videos done, and then it's a wrap. But I really want to get some content done. 992. Oh my God, 1K like. We just hit 1K. Okay, you know what? Then I'm definitely getting the fuck up out of here. Okay. We just hit 1K likes. I'm very thrilled and excited, and I'm happy as fuck that y'all showed love and showed out. I'm really disappointed that my last live stream, got shadow banned, but I hope this live stream does really well. All of y'all have an amazing fucking rest of your fucking night. I hope a lot of y'all that are in Europe, Africa, or Jamaica, wherever you're watching this, are doing well, especially my Jamaican viewers. Because I know a lot of y'all who watch me are in Jamaica or are Jamaican and have family in Jamaica. And some of y'all are really going through it right now because of this damn hurricane that's happening. And I'm happy that, I'm happy that a lot of y'all are doing fine and maintaining. I still see people dirty whining on TikTok. and having a good time. But a lot of people in Jamaica don't have a home to go to. So that makes me really disappointed, especially because I grew up in South Florida. So I know how shitty hurricanes can be. So I hope everyone in Jamaica is doing fine during Hurricane Melissa. I'm wishing everyone well that came through and decided to show love, engage, send super chats. Thank you guys for the love and support throughout all the years. And I appreciate that. Because again, I'm like really shocked that all these people showed love. I'm like, wait, 1,000 likes? It's crazy. But yeah, I want to knock the fuck out, but I got to work on this video. So yeah, I got to work on this video. Someone said I didn't get notified when you were live. You missed it. You missed it. You missed it. But it's perfectly fine because it's all good. You can definitely catch me tomorrow or the day after, but I'm definitely gonna go live again before the first. So thank you for the love. Someone said I appreciate you, Choice. I'm still waiting on the bus in this cold ass weather. Oh my god, you're waiting on the bus. I'm so sorry you're struggling in cold weather. Yeah, it'd be like that. But honestly, it's okay because you can always watch the playback. You can watch the playback and see what the hell I talk about and see what the hell I'm talking about. And you probably live in Europe because why are you catching the bus and it's mad late? Unless you just got off of work late at night. But catch the playback. You'll have something to watch. And then watch my last live stream that YouTube shadow banned. And then tell me why you think YouTube shadow banned it. So watch that to pass the time and tell me why you think you got shadow banned. Because I'm really upset about that. So proud of you, Troy. It's been since 2016. I even know your real name, which I promise I won't ever say. Well, you're hilarious. But anyways, thank you guys for all the love. I appreciate that. Y'all be safe out here. Yeah, I'm ending it. I literally gotta go. I literally been on here for about 2 hours and 30 minutes. Watch the playback. I talked about so many stuff. Mary Jane, scammers, YouTube content creation, my era, people selling their poom poom on the internet or selling their boom boom on the internet. We had a grand old time. Let's see. Troy's great live tonight. By the way, have you seen the It Welcome to Derry? I've never seen that. No. Is that the It movie with like Penny the Clown? Never seen it. Love you. Love you too. You always show love, Aisha8413. I appreciate you. But yeah, anyways, I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. Thank you for the love. Y'all take care. Y'all have fun. Y'all have a blessed night. Y'all take care. I'm gonna go the fuck to not sleep, but I'm gonna work on my next unpopular opinions. Who were the influencers? You got to watch the playback and you'll see. But you take care. You have an amazing time. What's your name? Pamela. Yeah, you take care. You have a good time. Night, night, night. Take care. Cheers. Y'all be safe out here. Good night. Toodles.